Shadow Rot got out of hand, collapsed the Omega Curtain across the entire quadrant of Vossarel that Vossarel resides within, in which Vossarel's exists. And thankfully, with the Omega Tower's power, they picked up a few peeps, Marcon's son, Maeve's followers, and some Seer and a few other followers. I can't think of her name, the one with the glasses and the clipboard.
Racine.
Yes, thank you, Racine.
You made her up.
I know. She really is one of my favorite little side NPCs. But the name always eludes me. Mavriel got a puppy, Augustus. It's like a little corgi Cerberus, and then it has 3 heads, and is adorable. And they all bamped with the power of the Omega Tower over to a different quadrant of Astralanor. They ended up in the quadrant which houses, an extremis quadrant that has all the flying cities, no ground or water below to speak of, just rolling Omega Curtain, basically. And they found themselves in the Twin Cities of Sandir, the southeasternmost islands there, floating islands. They have departed for the island. There was a pickpocket that was just not in the right place at the right time at all, who has become sort of a friend.
I disagree. I think it was the perfect place at the perfect time.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Yeah. Nothing would be possible without Red.
Drawn in by the crew and Mavriel, and is now doing some reconnaissance for them. And Afa Ravenglass, the Omega Mage, let them know, hey, curtain's going to collapse for everywhere. Everyone else that's capable is busy. We're tasking everyone we can just in case, but it's looking like all you. And there's these 4 key components for this spell, or for some ritual to try and correct this, so on and so forth. Give a little history, that Omega Curtain is from a spillage upon creation. There was a hiccup when the deities were making this. The deities can't get it's outside of their realm. The best they could do was seal it, but she has a plan for her influence. They can't warp the reality there, but she has some magical options if they can get all the goods. However, they have something brewing in the cities right now, and have seemed that either disinterested or possibly planning on using that to bribe the world, like to really make it worth their time, which I think is amazing as our All Evil campaign. But we find our crew currently in the city doing stuff. I don't know what it is. Scheming, and that's all I know. So let's jump in. I'll just let you all pick it up wherever you like. I believe you're all currently in the city of Zosa. Red, the pickpocket, Gavin is his actual name, but they nicknamed him Red and called him only Red since. So. Has a way to sneak you all over to the other city, the shitty one. It's
a matter of perspective.
Yeah. Shitty? I don't know.
It sucks to live there.
Both fine cities.
Unless you're the governor, then it's great.
They have their own qualities.
Okay. So we'll hop right in. Go ahead and take it away wherever you all like.
I'll just say that I would have sent Marcon a message to let him know where we were staying, what room it's in, how to get to the mansion door, since he and his son had stayed back at the brothel.
Okay.
Okay. That's where I'm at.
Put in some overtime, yeah.
Well, I just have to go shopping. I think I have all of your lists. I'll probably be gone for a little bit because I want to spread my shopping out across the city, get a lay of the land, and get back with you. But anything last minute that any of you need?
Alchemy jugs?
Oh yeah, we did talk about the alchemy jugs already.
Okay.
I think we're quite taken care of at the moment, but
Good.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Ale?
Just go to the mansion.
I'm just thinking of everything that's
I see.
popping up in my
I
head.
see. Just send me a message if you think of anything.
How?
You're a smart
don't
girl.
have
You'll figure it
message.
out. And she'll
What
go
do I
ahead and
say?
start to head out.
Awesome. All right, Maeve heads out. Door closing a little harder than you. No, I'm just kidding. Off to the city you go, Maeve.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to pursue that? We can pursue that. Then I can.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. So I know you know what we're getting, but
Mhm.
I'll run through it quickly so that everyone knows everything we're getting. I need one puppy crate that'll fit on top of my floating chest. I need a pallet of alchemy jugs. I need a case of either small vials or jars. We need a bunch of... Ooh, I realized I need to know how many weapons we need. I'll go back in after I finish this list to find out how many weapons we're going to need. Actually, no, I'll figure it out on my own. We're going to need a variety of common magic items, probably around 20 of them. I need 10 silver bells, 2 alchemist supplies, 4,000 ball bearings, an abacus, a whip, a fine whip if we can, 4 spyglasses, 10 sets of 50-foot rope, 10 10-foot poles. I know you put 10 signal whistles. I need 14 penny whistles. I don't know if that changes things.
Same thing, same cost.
Okay, great. Very specifically penny whistles, Dan.
That's what they use in these islands for.
But yeah, we need to be able to have an ensemble that plays My Heart Will Go On. 3 tiny pistols, 10 dozen roses, and 5 balls of string.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I will send it as I'm heading out, remembering the weapon thing. I'll send a message to Harlan and say, Harlan, should I be purchasing weapons right now, or should I just be sourcing them? I don't want to be too suspicious.
Indeed, I think perhaps if we stay at a small number as far as commerce is concerned, perhaps less than 100 to begin with, that's likely not to raise too many flags. That's about what you might pay to outfit an expedition of some sort.
Okay, all right, that sounds good. And then I actually, I'll just keep sending messages, however many I need to send this to him. I'll send another one to say that I actually was thinking maybe we should wait to visit the other city until we've started things here so we can use it as leverage. Just something to think about.
There's wisdom in that, indeed. Never walk into a meeting without anything to offer. That's always been my philosophy.
Good. All right. Well, let me know if you need anything, and I will be back soon.
All right. So you head off to get all of that stuff, everything that you listed, and I'll double check this in a bit. But outside of the actual weapons and armor, since we have yet to sort that, looks like it'll be 8,243 gold pieces, and
done.
Yeah.
Should
be 8,243. But I'll add it up after, so I don't tie everything up.
Yep.
But that's before any armor or weapons. That's the other stuff.
Okay.
But you're able to find everything here. It's the city has a heavy commercial element to it and plenty of people, so you're able to find these things from legitimate storefronts.
Fantastic. So for the weapons, she would try and just go around to a few different shops and chat up the owner before she actually inquired about the weapons themselves, to get a good insight onto whether they would be good guys or bad guys.
Whether they're morally flexible folk.
Yeah. And I'm happy to talk to either. I just want to know what I'm walking into.
You find that more are leaning towards the law-abiding side.
Okay.
On this particular island, maybe 65% of shops you go into are leaning a little more toward being cautious about doing anything unlawful. the vibe you get. I know you're not asking them directly.
Okay. Oh, and the weapon shop, she would use disguise self to go in as Elzaris.
Nice. That's amazing. I was gonna guess Dark Kaelin.
I thought about it, but I wanted to have elven blood.
That's
So
awesome.
I mean, why not?
You go in beautiful eye patch up and over the eye. Is this Scar Elzaris or not Scar? I think you only know Scar Elzaris, right?
right. It would be she
Yeah.
would I mean she'd have the scar, but she'd have the galaxy eye.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so you're able to go in. Now, as you gauge how many shops there are and the level of lawfulness here, you figure that as far as specific items, you know they're being cataloged. There's definitely a level of oversight here above them in the government. So you know that getting too many will definitely raise some red flags. You figure you can probably get away with across the stores spread out maybe 35, 40 different items, separate items before anyone gets suspicious.
Okay. If there is a particular shop where I think the owner has a good rotation of stock, I don't know if they're going to be good aligned or like law abiding or not. I think she would try and set up sort of give them a bit of an argument to set up a relationship with them.
Okay.
If you want me to give you that argument.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
Are
want to
they-
pick someone that's good aligned? Like,
I have an argument for either one. I mean, if you think most of the city is good aligned, then let's try the good aligned one. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Try it. All right. So after chatting with them, she would kind of get really close and say, Can I confide in you on something? Because I think that this would be something that you might care about.
Certainly.
I'm shopping, not for my own pleasure, really. You see, I'm a refugee, like many other people who are going to be coming to the city. I'm sure you haven't heard yet, but an entire quadrant of Astra Lenore has been completely consumed by this dark magic.
No.
And she'll use minor illusion in front of her to show like a mini scene of the Shadow Rot taking over an entire city.
Nice. Oh.
And myself and my friends have been tasked by one of the great mages of Astra Lenore to find the artifacts that are necessary to save the world. This will spread to every quadrant of the globe.
Oh.
So I understand that you are in a bad position here. You don't want to get in trouble with the powers that be. But I promise, if we're powerful enough to be called upon to save the world, we're powerful enough to protect you. And helping us get what we need will help us get to where we need to be.
That's just taking it all in. Hearing someone's been to another quadrant's huge for this person, let alone a quadrant's collapsed. But with his role, he's gonna ask him. Well, of course, I want to help. But why me and not someone that can actually, in charge, that can make sure this happens?
I'm sure I've only been to this quadrant for just a bit of time, but I can already tell those who govern your city, those who govern your city's sister, the twin, they are at odds with each other and care nothing but for themselves. But you seem to, I don't know, care for others. And quite frankly, we don't need those who are in charge to save the world. We can do it ourselves.
Go ahead and add one of your amazing persuasion checks to that.
Yeah, you got it. Please. All right. I only rolled a 16, so
So 82.
82. um. So 31.
Just a 31.
Just a 31.
Yeah, you forgot that qualifier.
Fucking bards, man. Sorry, just a 31.
That's amazing. Well, Governor Gutemna's really good. She cares about the people. But I mean, what do I know? I'm just a simple simple shopkeep. I mean, I can, yeah. I'd be happy to sell goods to you. And what kind of goods do you need?
Things for protection. Weapons, armor, all mundane. It can all be a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I am absolutely discreet. I want to make sure that no one is noticing what needs to happen. Imagine if this news gets out to everyone. There will be panic in the streets. We cannot have that until we're in position.
Well, I can't. I can, but I can't not log things. I'll
Of course.
But that'll probably give you time to get to know Governor Gutemna. I mean, they usually about a week's time before my recordings get filed and sent up. And I have about 5 or so in stock of everything you see here. As you look around, it's everything listed in the equipment section of the player's handbook and the armor section of the player's handbook.
Okay, great. What was your name again, dear? I'm sorry.
Jeff.
Jeff.
G-O-E-F-F.
Jeff, I greatly appreciate it. Let's do this. What if my friends that I had mentioned,
Yeah.
if we are all purchasing from you as individual purveyors, that wouldn't necessarily raise red flags, right?
I'm sure it would raise less than a single person purchasing everything, yes. That depends on how much you're looking to buy. And he kind of reaffirms like what you were thinking, like 35 to 40 seems to be about the, on a good week, for him, so that you can probably swing that without raising anything. Well, actually, that'd be across the city, but and he lets you know from one person is a little unusual.
Yeah.
But you'll have a week before that gets reported.
Let's do this. If this works for you, Jeff, let me open a line of credit, and I'm going to show you a very particular symbol. If someone comes in with this symbol asking for weapons, know that you can charge it to that amount.
Oh, okay.
That way, you have a plethora of new, and if there's any of your friends, anyone that you know that's in the business that you think would be swayed to our cause, I'd be happy to balance the purchases through both of you so that there's less of a question.
The business is a bit not cutthroat, but I can safely say I don't have any, because I feel a little awkward putting someone in that position on my recommendation.
I understand.
I'm a refugee myself, and I always worry about my place here.
Of course, I understand.
But there are a number. There's another 8 different shops spread across our city, and another. Well, actually, we're on the south side. There's another 4 shops like mine across the city, and another 8 on the other run Relias. It's really a whole quadrant of the world is gone.
Gone. They were trying to evacuate people to the Feywild, to other quadrants, anywhere, but it moved like a rolling cloud in a storm. There's hardly anything anyone could do.
Just seems to be in shock.
Well,
please
Go ahead.
make your selection. It would I'll be happy to. Or if you want to bring it through different people, I'll keep an eye out for that symbol. And we
Thank
can do
you.
the math after if you want. But
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
items you get, it's the price directly out of the thing with an 8%
Okay.
discount for bulk.
Cool. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. We can do that, and she'll give him a little image of her, moon and sun and crown symbol,
Nice.
and then make a small purchase and ask for it to and pay extra to have it delivered. So we can figure that out after.
Okay.
So
Good.
okay, and then she'll head back.
Nice. All right. Well, we know what Marcon's been up to. Just kidding. Marcon, now that you've had a good, whatever it's been, at least an extra half a day or whatever it's been of downtime. You've gotten your message from Mavriel about where they're staying, what's happened, and everything else. What would you like to do, you and your son?
I think once they get done there, Marcon and Malik would probably head to the mansion and start to draw up plans for whenever we get in like the first few trainees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we're working towards something in there. But yeah, they would probably head to is the mansion up currently from the message?
The mansion is up. We're going to when it's time to recast, she's going to rearrange the inside to better suit our needs.
Gotcha.
But so it's just a regular mansion right now, but there is like a fighting pit and everything in there if you want to take a look at it.
Okay. And I think Marcon would take Malik whenever they did get to the mansion. If there was a aforementioned fighting pit, they would spar until Mavriel got back, and then they would discuss plans then.
Okay. All right. So maybe you're shopping. Harlan and Thaxel and Evie then are back inside. Are you all back at the mansion while Maeve is shopping?
Yeah, I think Harlan would be laying relatively low here. Maybe he might have actually gone out to try to find some books about the city to kind of brush up on local politics, important places and locations, even just like city map to study up on it and get a lay of the land a little bit. But otherwise, he'd be kind of laying low and waiting.
Okay. All right.
Boring.
Thaxel, as you picture you literally pacing around Harlan saying boring.
She would totally. That's boring.
Is there anything you'd like to do?
And it would be bored. She's, dang it. I think her and Evie are gonna go find the alchemy table in here and tinker.
Ooh, nice. Okay. All right. To tinker away.
Yes.
All right.
That's, with what we have.
Now, is it? Are you actually making? Do you have any components that you want to work on to actually do to create anything, or are you just like figured like putting some practice in towards it?
Practice. And thinking up of a recipe or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, I think Evie has alchemy proficiency, if I remember correctly. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you sort those things out. Harlan, at one point, you get a pretty good idea, Harlan, of the layout of the two cities. This one a little more so than the other. A little more information on this one, as things are a little more updated and things are more transparent here, as far as infrastructure and access to that kind of thing, if you want it. But you get a good idea of what the layout is of the city, both of them. This one more so than Relias.
I think one of the things we were trying to look for specifically was some sort of water source, or how they their water distributed.
Okay. Well, this city, Zosa, uses different sources of magic. There are crystals that effectively channel gosh, what's it called? There's like a summon create water, create or destroy water kind of spell. Somewhere in between that and like a decanter of endless water kind of magic. They are housed in relatively not unsecured buildings, but they don't have like round the clock guards or anything like that. There's just a standard utility buildings around. There's 5 of them around this city that house the areas where they
I
create.
hate to see people not taking security seriously like that in a time like this as well.
All right. Awesome. Relias, however, has sort of much less secure, more open kind of watersheds. That there's some magic used, but they also harness water from the sky above when it rains and purify it and things like that. So it's more scarce, the water there. It's not terrible, but it's not abundant like it is here on Sosa.
Gotcha.
But much easier to get access to if that's something you're looking at on Relias as opposed to here. All right, so as Evie and Thaxel continue working on their alchemy goodies, Marcon, you arrive home a little bit before Mavriel, and you find Evie and Thaxel in the alchemy room working on their tinkering stuff with their alchemy, and Harlan studying some maps and some infrastructure and stuff. Your son just sits down and grabs a drink.
Okay. I think Marcon would tell him, hold on, put that drink away. We need to go in the back and get ready.
All right. Let me just gotta stretch out a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't count
I
like
think,
calisthenics.
I think this is gonna be a good time to get a little bit of practice in, because we're gonna have a bunch of new recruits here pretty soon, so we want them to be effective.
All right, Bon.
All right. Then afterwards, like we can drink all we want. The drinks are endless in here, and we have servants everywhere.
Nice. You know how to live in style, Dad.
Oh, you know it. And they'll go to the back and start sparring.
Okay. Maeve, you return a little bit after that to that scene. Ta-da! You've returned.
Sweet. All right, so she will gather everybody together if they're in a position where they want to gather, so we can plan. And have her servants go ahead and just like make a meal, so that way we can eat and plan and be left. Is Red with us, or is he still out on his errand?
He's currently out on his errand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Is it? So I guess I'll go find Marcon and Malik. You two ready to chat?
Oh yeah, I got your message.
Good.
So just lay it all on me, because I get the gist of what we're doing, but we need to kind of come up exactly what you want to do.
Of course. Maybe we chat with the whole group. Is that
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's go find them.
And Harlan's already there, so he'd be very easy to find.
Okay, done. So then I'll swing through the alchemy thing, stick my head in. Ladies, can you be bothered for a moment to have a group meeting?
2 seconds.
Okay.
Hi. Shit, lost my train of thought. Yes, I guess I'm ready.
Okay. There's food.
Phoebe
Ale?
is gonna get at the sound of food, be like, yes.
All right. So, I guess as we all convene. Well, my shopping trip went relatively successfully. I will say it looks like it's going to be a bit more difficult to acquire weapons than we had hoped. Apparently, every time they sell a weapon in this damn city, they have to report it. Now, we've got about a week's time before that report goes up. I found a few shops.
That's a stupid rule.
I know.
Agreed.
I figured we'd buy them throughout the city, but I have a particular shop that has sort of been rallied to our cause, and I've already set up an account with them, and we can just go in and purchase it under the account, and hopefully it'll be a little less suspicious. But luckily, once I recast the mansion for tomorrow, we will have weapons here that we can use to practice with, so it's just a matter of getting weapons that are more permanent for later stocking up.
Okay.
Indeed, for our compatriots, as it were.
Yes, exactly.
Now, what's the story with these little guys that we're acquiring, so to speak?
We're not adopting them.
The downtrodden.
Oh, that's why I said acquire.
Well,
The downtrodden masses who are finally going to get their day in the limelight. This is
If they're looking for a cause to fight, we can break them down real easy and build them back up.
Perfect.
Then they'll be all about the cause.
won't take much.
Music to my ears, man.
Wait, what's our cause again? Because I don't think we're on the same page.
Well,
Chaos, of course.
Oh, okay, then I'm there.
Yeah.
I've been there
Well,
this
yes,
whole time. Okay.
but we can't say that.
Exactly.
Couch it in something. And this is liberation. This is freedom.
we need our friends to have a cause that the city and the government will never agree to, but it seems reasonable, right? Like, maybe their demands.
Where your head's at.
Right, their demands are things like there are no class structures anymore, and all wealth in the city is shared. Things like that. I mean, they've grown up on the streets. It seems reasonable.
You just gotta lean. You gotta lean on the things that people are most pissed about.
Yeah.
I do this all the
Oh
time.
my God, you guys fucking chat. I know, it's hard.
Sorry.
I'm gonna just put my hand up like this.
Do you want me to take them off?
No,
don't take them off. Don't take them
It's
off.
amazing.
It's been bothering me this whole.
I literally
like,
cannot, like, every time I see his face, like, I cannot concentrate. Like, I can't even talk.
It's funny, like, sometimes, like, my
Mhm.
computer screen will line up with my eyes, and it looks like they're lighting up sometimes.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna try to see myself in the reflection.
I
Do a
know.
big wave and see if you can get.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you should be able to see you
me.
guys.
Yeah, you-
Yeah.
Aww.
That's
That
hilarious.
is insane.
Wow.
Well, you could do that with mine, but mine's not as cool. So.
So, but yeah, that was my thought, that if we gave them a cause and had actual demands, it would seem like a legitimate uprising. But since it will never be fruitful for them, they will always be in a perpetual state of chaos, rebellion.
Yes.
Ooh, I like that.
I heard chaos
I
and I heard
think
rebellion.
with recent political events, as unfortunate as they are, that is well, a bit of an opportune cause for us, isn't it? With refugees pouring into the city, who doubtless will be just as downtrodden as these poor orphans. I assume most of them are orphans, of course.
Definitely start with the orphans. They have the most to gain.
And they're impressionable. Isn't that right, Malik?
That's dark.
Wow.
Well, so I had mentioned to Harlan here that I know that we had planned on going straight to the other city to negotiate, but perhaps we'll wait until the insurgency starts here, so that way we have a little bit of leverage when we go over to them and negotiate.
Okay, so do you want to negotiate first major incident or second major incident? That's important.
I guess my question, yeah,
Probably the
maybe.
first one.
Harlan, you're the brain. How do you think we should do this? Should we do this one part of the city and spread out? Should we separate and hit a bunch of parts of the city all at once?
I think we need to spend a bit of time making sure the soil here is fertile, so to speak, for these sort of thoughts and sentiments we want to well, ride, I suppose. I think a wonderful place to start would be with this little water supply business that we've been looking into. That's an issue that affects everybody, but none more than those who, of course, will be relying on this for basic survival.
You control the water, you control the
Yes.
city.
And
Yes.
Yes.
Very true.
Very true.
And also, I'll need a guinea pig to test this out before I actually do it.
Oh, that should be easy to acquire, right?
I would hope so.
So,
I believe Evie and I had already planned on making a brief expedition to find, I suppose we'll call them unwilling volunteers for the cause. I see no reason we can't pick up an additional party.
martyrs. They're martyrs for the cause.
Aw,
Oh,
little
what a
martyrs.
poetic way of
That's a very flowery word. We need that, martyr.
That's what I'm here for. The flowers.
Ew.
I'm gonna make it start like flower petals just slowly falling on Daxel, and wherever she goes in the room, it won't stop. I'm just gonna druid craft them around her.
I can druid craft right
She's-
back.
Do it.
They turn. It's like bleeding flowers now.
Oh, that's metal.
They're gonna start really smelling like strong magnolias. You aren't gonna be able to get away from
They'd be bloodied.
it.
Bloodied.
Anyway,
Ugh. Well, okay. How long is it gonna take for y'all to go find these imbeciles? Because I may need extra help from Evie.
And I can stay, love, if you really need me.
I can go with you, Arlen. What is this? What does this require?
Oh, nothing particularly specific. Someone with blood. That's really the main requirement.
I'm horrible.
Because if we're finding unwilling participants, I mean, we can. There are ways we can get them, to come, quote unquote. Well, not like that.
I think that's a wonderful idea. What ways in particular were you thinking?
So, what I can do. I don't know. I guess just we can lull them in, give them a false sense of security, and then do you have any spells to stupefy them or?
Have a hunting trap.
Yeah.
That work?
Harry Potter.
Is more Mavriel specialty, I think. But if all we require is incapacitation, I think I can drum something up.
Okay. But I can go with you just in case the incapacitation doesn't go well.
Of course. Sometimes the most traditional methods are, of course, the most effective.
Oh, absolutely. So if that doesn't work, we'll incapacitate them the old-fashioned way. Malik, you want to stay or come?
I don't want to miss that, Dad. That sounds wonderful.
Oh, okay, nice. Guess he's coming with us.
Yeah, it's kicked us off.
All right. Well, I guess when Red comes back, I will get him to recruit his friends, right?
I think so.
Actually, maybe what we do, if everyone doesn't mind leaving, I'll recast the mansion so that way when you all get back, it's prepared for what it is we need for it to be.
Wonderful.
Sounds good.
I was planning on taking an evening out on the town in any case.
All right. Let's do that. I mean, it won't take very long for me to do it, but this way, when you get back, everything will be set up, and you will have a better alchemy setup, ladies.
Oh, thank you so much, because I don't care about this town. I just want to go, great shit.
You sure
And
we
then
can-
make sure the other shit that I'm creating with it works.
You
know?
guinea pig.
Oh,
And we are going to need a guinea pig, yes. I need to make sure that it, the second thing that I make will counteract with the first thing that I make, that we make,
Right.
so we can profit off of it.
Quick question. When I talk to Red, how many people should we get to start with?
For guinea pigs?
No, dear. For the general first round of preparations.
How many vials can you get me?
Oh,
Have you already done the shopping?
I've done shopping. Okay, so here's what I did. I bought enough for care packages so that we could have 10 different cells within the city. On top of that, I also bought things for about 4 different sets of like lookouts that maybe people could check in with. So 14 little groups. Now we could get stuff for more. We could make less groups and give them more items. It's up to all of you. I don't know how big these cells are. They might be 2 people. They might be 15 people. You tell me.
The more people willing to be couriers, the better.
Indeed, though I believe you're quite on the money with wanting to keep these cells limited. If we're in this for the long term, or even the relatively long term, we won't want any single person to be able to point a finger our way.
Right.
Yeah, what he said. Yes.
All right, well, I will have a chat with Red while all of you are busy and see what we can get drummed up.
Great.
All right.
I feel so good about this. What a
Really
great
do
plan.
too.
I wholeheartedly agree.
More
And
ingredients in that alchemy room, right? Like more ingredients?
well, there are ingredients, but they disappear. Now you
Right.
can-
No, I understand that.
Okay, yeah, you can use the space if you have your own ingredients. You can use the space to create your things and then leave. But
Great. Can one of your servants be a guinea pig too?
I mean, they certainly can, but I don't think because they're not going to be affected by it the same way. I don't know if it's going to give you the results that you need.
Harlan, do you think we can bring back a guinea pig?
Oh, certainly. I think that's quite simple, especially with a man of your prodigious talent when it comes to, well, shall I say, blunt force instrumentation.
Oh, thank you.
Just someone who like doesn't know where they are and won't be missed.
They won't know where they are.
Half the people on the street.
Well,
out
no.
there.
Whether they
like-
start that way or not, they won't know by the end.
He won't know by the end. Yeah.
Okay, somebody that is not going to be missed. I'll put it that way.
That's almost everyone out there.
Great. I want one.
Half
Just
of
at
the
least
people out
maybe
there
2.
would rush
Damn.
just to come here to this end to get the promise of drumstick for him. You saw the people out there, half of them are
Great.
half starving.
Yeah.
And you just gotta drag them up the
Great.
stairs.
How are you sign that there? Easy, love.
Great.
Real easy.
Okay, well, then you don't need force. You just need to be like, hey, we have food. And then be like, oh my God. And then just pick a random one.
Oh,
And that's how I
don't
wanna
worry.
practice on.
We'll get him here.
Great, thank you. All right. Now I had to figure out what ingredients to put together.
All right. So we meet back here in a few hours.
Yes. Everybody out. I go to reshuffle the house.
All right.
You all pile out of the mansion, and you hear as you enter your room, which is locked in its own little non-scrying not extra dimensional, but hidden from. You hear some shuffling out in the hallway outside of the door, sort of back and forth, slow scuffs, and then a knock on the door. Is that all you? I've been waiting. It's me.
Oh,
Mabel
is
opened
this?
the door. Yeah, it's
Oh.
Red. Daxa.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you. I it's a special key to get in, and but I'm back, and I have some news.
Well, come in.
and spit it
Turns
out.
around and heads in. And kind of, as he steps into the room, somewhat tight quarters in here, it's a moderately nice sized room, of course, but with all of you there, he's a little intimidated. Well, right. So things are still a go. If for this late evening, I've got everyone on board that I usually go through with to tag out so that all of you and I can go through together. I also have been putting a word out here and there, and you see him start getting a little like a proud look in his face. And I had an experience today, thanks to you, that I haven't really had before, and I just wanted to let you. Well, I have to let you know anyway, but part of it's really. Well, I'll just start from the beginning.
Oh dear Lord, spit it out, child.
You sure we can't use him as a...
I'm thinking about it.
We need this one, you two.
For now, of course. As long as he continues to make himself useful and succinct.
Of course. Sorry. Well, there's one of the higher members of the Thieves Guild, Amelia. She found out through some back channels that apparently there's been an inquiry placed by the person in the tower that I am assuming is an acquaintance of yours. It's regarding some really rare ancient or magical artifact. She said it was called the Prayer. And Amelia said that they have a contact over on Atmos Isles that knows not only of his existence but also where to find him. And that the part I'm proud about is they were trying to take Amelia tried to take her finder's fee from me, saying that I could just get it back from you, but I used my new I found myself to be very friendly and used my persuasive skills and convinced Amelia that I'm sure someone with that can travel in a big tower can will make things right. Not that I believe that for a second, but it kept Amelia from taking it from my pouch. So thank you for that.
You're most welcome. I'm glad that it worked out for you.
Yes. So anyway, here's and he passes you a note that has the name of the contact. It's Gith Cartwright in the religious ward on Atmos Isles in the Church of Celestian. Gith is Gith, and then Cartwright. Excuse me. Again, religious ward, Church of Celestian. But I can put that in Discord too.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
But if everything is still on, we're good to go for this evening. And if anything changes, let me know. I can make it work most nights.
Well, that's good because things have changed just a little bit since you were gone. But you and I are going to have a chat. Everyone else has some errands to do. Let me just ask the group one question. If we're going to have, and I'll turn to the rest of them, if we're going to have people moving to and fro and people can't get in this room without a key, should I make the door to our mansion just outside of this? It's invisible when I want it to be invisible, so it's not like you'll see the door there. I'm just thinking of all the people that we're going to bring inside.
We want to be able to move locations freely too.
Indeed.
Like if we.
Excellent point, Makon.
Yeah. Because if you make the door invisible, that would give us more cover, but we could also move around a little bit more freely, as well.
I mean, I can go make it out back in the alley if you think that's a better idea instead of parading them through this inn.
Somewhere inconspicuous where large numbers of people could pass through without being noticed, I think would be best.
Good idea. Well, while all of you are well, I guess you two need to get into the alchemy lab. We'll still have in here to stay in for our own protection if we need to, but Red, would you please show me a spot where we could hide an invisible door where we can have people going in and out of it, but no one notice?
I've got just the perfect spot.
Perfect.
There's a bit of an overpass with a lot of people walk under. Might not be noticed so much when they don't come out the other side. There's a little access hallway in there. It's easy to duck into, and I think that might be the best spot. It's right around the corner too.
Brilliant. All right. Let's all walk that direction then, so we know where it is, and I'll cast it there.
Red turns around all excited.
Awesome.
Okay, he leads the
Are
way.
we gonna have like guards?
No.
Like no, like in your like your servants. Can your servants be your guards who like give us a heads up if there's somebody not supposed
They can't-
to be in here? 'Cause
They
we're gonna
can't
do
come
that.
in unless they've been given permission. That's how dummy
Gotcha.
planes work.
Yeah, I knew that.
Sweet.
Cool.
Okay. So when she recasts it, it will still have the same aesthetic as the normal Feywild space, but instead there's going to be most of it is going to be taken up by like training pits, like a whole bunch of training pits with like some spaces like with like a catwalk around it, so that way Marcon and Malik can like watch from above. There'll be probably like double the size of the alchemy lab that she already had, just so that it's not only space for Evie and Thaxel, but so that they can have other people in there with them. There'll be a small like library study for Harlan to like set up in there with like a desk and everything, and then just like a cafeteria sort of area and a whole bunch of bunk beds, like just a room full of bunk beds. But that'll be the entire mansion instead of her normal mansion.
Okay, nice, beautiful. All right, you cast that. You do see it's a nice, maybe 30, 35 feet wide bridge that you're walking underneath. And there's indeed an access tunnel off to the left that goes, good 40, 50 feet, and then probably leads down into some subterranean thing. But however far down out of sight you want to put your entrance, or do you want to write anything, your symbol or anything to indicate where?
Red, do you know Thieves' Cant?
I do.
Could you put something here that would say, oh gosh, what do we want? I don't want every thief in the city to try and come through. I guess maybe for now we'll just put a little mark. We'll just put a little moon, and then
Okay.
I'll have you put a little something later. That doesn't just a moon mean anything in Thieves' Cant?
It can. Sometimes it's immediate. It depends on what you're surrounded with, but we can do something. It's usually time of night based on the moon, or time of the day of the month. But it depends on what you're surrounded with. But I could just draw a moon too.
All right. Yeah, just a straight moon. That way everyone else can find the spot. But
Sure.
Okay.
He pats around, gets some chalk, and draws, a moon. Okay, you're all set up. What do you want to do next? Or should we switch to Harlan and Marcon and Son? Marcon and Son.
Yeah.
I guess to collect. Wait, I'm sorry, Evie. Are you going with them as well? No, that's right. Thaxel asked you to stay behind to work on the.
Yeah, I'm staying behind with Thaxel to work on the alchemy stuff, and I'm not the guinea pig.
Thaxel's all behind you. Oh, sorry.
She wouldn't do that to you.
All right, so Marcon and Harlan, or Harlan and Marcon and Son, because the name keeps evaporating from my brain.
Malik.
Malik, thanks. Jeez, I don't know why I forget that. Continue through. I mean, as you're looking around and you get a good 10-15 minutes into looking at the streets, the refugees really have poured in. A lot of them don't have stable homes. Malik even, mentions at one point, I think one of those platforms we can push is everyone having a safe place to live, equal living grounds for everyone. There's no way they're going to manage that in this city. But
Indeed.
look at these people, right? Yeah.
Oh, that now that's something that we can do. What do you think, Arlen?
Ah, and in a flying city as well. I would imagine there's not much room for expansion, even if they wanted to. It puts them in a perfect bind.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
I'm telling you, we should just bribe a couple of these people. Say, hey, oh, you look down. We'll get you a thigh of meat, some bread.
I think that's a good start, for sure. Harlan, do you have any ideas on how to do this a bit grander? Or
How to recruit folk to the cause, or our immediate task of finding, I believe, one guinea pig and one bleeding pig.
we could use the same tactic for the guinea pig and the bleeding pig.
Yes, quite my thought.
You could probably find a couple of lovers or something that wouldn't want to be separated, you know?
Oh, so we could find a pair.
Yeah. They'll feel safe. They're with each other. I mean, it works all the time.
Oh, you're brilliant, son.
Yeah, I've done this.
Note
a
of
time or two.
poetry to it.
Oh yeah.
Very well, then. Perhaps we should find a promenade of some sort, somewhere with foot traffic, but near enough to a dark corner or alley that things wouldn't necessarily go amiss. And having studied the city map, would I know if there's anything like that around here?
There are enough overcrowded alleyways with, if not people, then goods and storage, because living space is at a premium, so storage space is next to, hard to come across. People pack things up, store them in boxes outside. I mean, and if you wanted, you could always, I imagine you've been looking over the same few blocks just to get a feel, like not being obvious, but, checking this area of the city. You know that tunnel's also a pretty good place out of sight, right next to the mansion. Since it's
And having talked with Red and studied the map, would I know that if there were any, like, particularly dangerous areas, like maybe some that had more crime, there people might go missing?
Yeah, you're in that section. Probably the one with some of the. It radiates from here. The block that the inn is resides that you're staying at is one of the nastier parts. But there's the whole area of town is bad, but there are bad spots around, including it'd be easy within this whole 15-minute zone of walking to pick someone, and no one's really it's gonna be another Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
I have a bit of an idea, though it requires the two of you to do a bit of heavy lifting of your game.
Oh, I'm always game. What do you need?
I have always found the most entertaining hunts are the ones where you're hunting some sort of stag or pheasant, but the ones where you're hunting a predator, something that thinks itself the hunter. I perhaps could do myself up like some sort of hapless merchant with a bulging coin purse, furrowing his brow in one of these dark alleys, just trembling in fear for what ruffians might overtake him in the evening. Well, you two, dear associates, wait in the shadows to get the drop on anyone looking to take advantage of this poor, undefended fellow.
Ooh, okay. I think I like that.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That's devious.
We may not be able to find brothers as such, but certainly companions, perhaps.
Maybe a duo working together. I do.
Right. Yeah.
I like it.
Let's do this. What are we standing around for? Cracks his knuckles a little bit, excited at the prospect.
So Harlan will cast Seeming on himself to make himself look like kind of very disheveled, or not disheveled, but like someone rich but not with a lot of sense, so like pretty gaudy looking. He's got like a bulging coin purse on the side of his hip. He's ruddy in the cheeks, maybe looking a little drunk.
Over.
Yeah, exactly. Really nice clothes, but like not dirty at all.
and he'll go towards one of the little alleys there and just kind of look like he's relieving himself. And he's going to cast invisibility at is it the third or the fourth
I
level?
think it's third that lets you get 2 people.
Third level? Yeah. So he'll cast invisibility on Marcon and sorry, what was Marcon's name again?
Malik.
Malik. Marcon and Malik. I remembered it was an M name.
That's about as far as I get. Yeah.
MM.
Oh, nice. Okay. Malik will just stand on the other side, across the alley from Marcon, just keeping an eye like 10 feet, whatever you insist on, Harlan, away from you, ready to pounce. It's not going to take long. I'm just gonna... Oh wow, twin 9s, perfect. All right, so you do find 2 people that eventually come up to well, I guess you wouldn't be able to just look at it. 2 half elves, man and woman, are coming up, and one is looking around almost like a lookout. She's walking behind the male half elf, kind of keeping an eye back down the alleyway. The other one, hey, are you lost there? You need a hand?
Oh, I am perfectly fine. Please don't worry yourself over me.
No, it's quite all right. And he kind of like pats you. Yeah.
Oh,
You
goodness.
need yourself a hand. Let me carry that for you. I see you got somebody who tries to start grabbing your
Oh no!
coin purse.
Oh help! If there's anyone nearby.
Marcon would rush down the half elf that's about to like take Harlan's coin purse, and he's gonna immediately slash at him with his Dragon Slayer immediately.
Oh no! I'm just gonna you know what? Just roll an attack. You're not even gonna have to do damage because these are not adventurers.
I got a nat 20.
Okay. Yeah, so how do you want to dismantle, like, is this the person you want to kill? You can either kill or use non-lethal force, whatever it is you were hoping to do with this individual.
So we need blood off of one, and we need a guinea pig. So we need to bring back one of them alive.
Though ideally, it would be nice to get the one whose blood we need to a place where we can nicely gather the blood before we get it, because it's not going to work.
Does it need to be warm blood? Because I feel like we would have talked about this.
No, just somebody who died within the last 24 hours, I think.
Oh, then Marcon would immediately take his head off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some blood, will squirt a little bit from this one, but if you tie it off, you can try and get that heart to stop pumping it.
Okay.
At the same time, oh my gosh, Malik does this.
It's all right. It's all right.
Capoeira style, like he leans down and comes up with his heel and drops the woman in the back of the head, the back of the skull, just below the ear. Poof, and
nice.
She just gets knocked out entirely, and becomes visible. What assholes!
Very little class or entertainment.
I'm so pissed.
So Marcon's gonna like cover up the top hole. Like, hey, Harlan, you got any way to caught her out?
Oh yes, of course. Just kind of angle him down a little bit. He's gonna mage hand the jug to gather the blood, just like right under the stump. Like,
there we go.
You hold it upside down and perhaps.
Yeah. He'll hold him by his ankles and put it over the jar.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You hear the force of that.
Malik, just hold the stump steady right over the jar so it doesn't jar around quite as much.
He holds that. That was such a waste. I was definitely hoping for more. Whatever.
That was quick.
It's emptied out in no time. It takes no time with the blood pumping an arterial vein. The drain. Malik will fireman carry the unconscious half-elf woman. So do we just weekend at Bernie's? Like, you want me to? Should I just carry her like she's our friend and drunk?
Harlan, can you make her invisible?
Oh, of course. I do like this weekend at Bernie's idea. I think I've seen that play once. Yeah,
right.
I'll cast Seeming one more time to make it look like we're all just drunken friends stumbling home, and they're just
perfect,
unconscious next to us. In fact, I'll do the same thing with the headless body. I'll have that look like a normal body in the middle, just so we're not leaving it here. We can dispose.
Okay. Nice.
We got all the Kool-Aid out of him. It's just dry.
All seeming like an open bottle of wine in his hand. So if anything splashes down to the pavement, it's
Oh,
clear.
nice.
Red wine.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
amazing.
Nice.
All right, with all that, there are no rolls involved because that's amazing. You very easily, this part of town, manage your way back to the. All right, so you're going back to the mansion, not the room now, right? You're heading back down. Okay, very easily duck down that alleyway. You find the moon etched on the side.
Wherever we were told the new location is. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yep, and you're able to enter since you have permission. The door, you see a little glowing orb of light that only those that have permission see. And when you approach it, door forms for you, and in you step.
Thaxel, Evie, we're home and we have the required materials.
Here is your guinea pig, and they're gonna, I guess, lay her down on the ground.
And I imagine like Baxel in an apron or something,
Ooh.
and she like you only see her head poke out of the door, like you had just said a magic word, like treats or
Nice.
something, and she's like, Evie,
I
come here, and run up to the door.
That one right there, and Marcon will point at the lady half elf that they knocked out. That is your guinea pig, and he'll push it over to them. She's still alive mostly.
She's a weakling, so if she wakes up, just give her a slap. She'll fall back unconscious.
Perfect,
Yeah,
perfect. Okay, she will do. She will do.
She went down like a sack of potatoes.
Evie's hat is off, and then she would have taken her jacket off and stuff, and her sword, and then she would have had like her sleeves all rolled up and stuff. So.
We're getting down and dirty.
If one of you
Right,
should,
love.
for whatever reason, require a fresh corpse, we of course have one as well.
Where's his head?
I believe we left that behind, a sort of
Yeah.
unfortunate casualty.
I think we might have left it in the back alley.
Why would you do that?
I mean,
It's
We got what
probably
we needed.
still there if you would like to try to fetch it.
yeah. I mean, you guys can go get it.
I'm not. Fuck you. No, but thank you for this. Thanks.
Yeah, if you if you wanted it so bad.
No, whatever. Okay. Corpses. Okay.
One corpse. The lady's unconscious.
Right. One corpse, and then she grabs the unconscious lady by the arm, lifts her up, and then starts dragging her. Evie, are you ready? Let's go have fun.
Yep. She'll just like grab the leg of the other and just like.
Nice. Stunk, stunk. She hits things here and there with her head.
I hit the corner, going around the corner. Thunk.
Oh, it's amazing.
Ah! Well, be careful. I don't need that much damage to her head just yet. Gotta really see if this works.
Nice.
Lane.
I have an idea. You, Harlan, Malik, you know how we were talking about winning hearts and minds when we were in that alley.
Oh, indeed.
Shh. I'm wondering. It'll probably draw more attention to us, but I want to know what you guys think about this. When if we start a kind of counter campaign to where we house the disenfranchised and then we indoctrinate them?
Oh,
Because we're gonna get
sort of,
nothing. We're gonna get nothing but bodies.
a sort of underground soup kitchen situation where we bring them in, we feed them, we clothe them, and in return, they are our friends. Are, of course, perfectly willing and capable friends.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they want to help the people out that help them,
Right.
especially when this city has been letting them down?
We'll need a public face for this effort, of course. I
Oh,
recommend
we got her.
so as not to draw attention to ourselves necessarily.
I think Maeve is the perfect candidate because she
Yeah.
can change her face.
Wonderful. That sounds positively perfect.
And let's be honest, she's better at talking than all of us.
Yeah, it's eerie almost. almost.
And especially when this unfortunate city's water supply begins to become tainted because lack of care and security in the facilities, who will be there to offer fresh water to anybody who should require it? Why, none other than our humble selves.
I love it. It's all about those whispers. Hey, have you heard? Hey,
Yeah.
isn't it just wrong that this and that? Hey, I heard someone's here to take care of us. Got some different ideas. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, look at what we're seeing outside. It's a mess out there.
Oh,
It's a
just
shit
atrocious.
But if we become that single point of goodness, food, clothes, water, shelter, they'll do anything for us.
Yeah. We'll have a strong, well-fed, whatever we're calling it.
ALF, I believe. ALF.
Right.
And then it wouldn't just be orphans because we would have adults too.
Mm-hmm.
So orphans are fun because we can we get mileage out of that for years.
Mm-hmm.
But adults, that's immediate. We can send them out to die immediately.
I can take care of the minutiae of running the public-facing side of things if we need to have a front for this. I, of course, have quite a bit of experience there, and we can have, of course, our charismatic leader behind the scenes, making sure that all those we think capable and willing are indoctrinated perhaps a level beyond the norm.
Mm-hmm. These people are just begging to be led. Look at them. They've got nothing. They can't handle any of this. They run on their own. They're falling, dying over each other in the streets.
Marcon, Malik, I must ask a rather personal question. Have either of you been involved in summoning a demon before?
Couple times.
Couple times? Malik?
Do you feel he would have been, Mark? I want to
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
And sometimes it's a necessity,
Wonderful. Well, if you'd like to take part once more, I, of course, more than welcome your company. It's a bit of a long ritual, but if you've other business to attend to, that's what I'll be setting myself to.
I'm here to help the cause, Harlan.
But I think we shouldn't stop at orphans. We should get everybody, all the refugees in here. They have no loyalty to this city.
No.
So that's all
Of
I'm saying.
course. And they have every reason to want what we're offering.
Mm-hmm.
Safety, security, and love.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Caught between a rock and a hard place. That life they came from and not being able to get in to the promised land here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Harlan would go find one of the side rooms, ideally away from the bunks and the barracks where people are likely to wander, and begin the long process of summoning. Actually, I think it would be a devil. And he'd be using the long way of doing it, not like the hour-long one that requires concentration, but using like planner binding to bind it long-term. I can go over the details if you want, but it's a little complicated.
Oh, no, that's fine. Just let me know anything I need to know about it as it happens. Otherwise, go for it.
I mean, the most relevant thing is it's basically going to use all of my remaining high-level spell slots. So.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool. All right.
And I think Malik and Marcon would start preparing, basically getting whenever they do get the orphans in, who are probably going to be among the first recruits that we end up training. They're kind of putting together a plan to kind of break them down mentally and emotionally, and then kind of look to us as their leaders when we build them back up, so their loyalty becomes undying or very hard to shake after a certain point. We want to make sure that they don't want to leave of their own volition.
Nice. Perfect. All right. So I guess we'll scooch over. Let's check in with Evie and Thaxel. You've dragged this body over to the alchemy room. the unconscious one. What are you up to?
All right, love. What do you want to do with this?
So here's the plan. I forgot a while back that I acquired Fey poisons. We can try to mimic that, or come up with our own, or come up with something that I have is similar, because I have an array of different poisons, and then I can help to make the antidote because I, for some reason, learned how to do herbalism way back when, and we're gonna test it on her. And if she dies, then we'll know that the antidote doesn't work.
Right.
And then we may need another guinea pig.
Don't go through these too fast.
What to do?
Marcon, shut your whole mouth.
So
We have a boundless supply of bodies, but I mean, people are gonna start getting suspicious if people just keep.
that's why you pick the ones that are not going to be missed. Have you not done this before?
I have. We just can't do it frequently. That's all I'm saying. But we can do it, but just not frequently.
Okay. Whatever. So, yeah, Evie, or do you know any poisons that I just don't know about? How should we do this?
I have to say, I don't know much about poison, love.
But you know your way around an alchemy table. Right?
Fuck you, Dan.
I'm sorry. It's just the timbre in which it was said. Just.
It was great.
Just say.
She just gives you she stops for a second and kind of just gives you this hard stare without blinking.
I know. Do you remember that one asshole in that one place? I guess I can't find it in my notes. That was trying to give me the recipe for his jacked up poison that he didn't have a name for. Yeah, what if we try to do that and add our own twist to it? And then I'll somehow make a concoction to counteract that. And I also have shit, I don't think lesser restoration fixes that. It's just greater, right? Let's see, lesser. I haven't D&D'd in a while. Lesser restoration, I can always, use that in case the antidote doesn't work.
I mean, if you're looking for trying to hurt somebody, love, why would you want a healing potion?
Have I not filled you in? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Right.
Do you know this place called Vanguard? I don't remember. If you know. No? Have you heard of it? Yes? Yeah? And how it was dying and shit? Poisoned and whatever. It seemed like it was poisony. Anyways, so pretty much I'm going to recreate that. I'm going to concoct a poison, put it in a I haven't figured it out yet. We're going to poison their water system here, and we're going to watch everyone get sick. And then they're going to be like, oh no, I'm so sick. Please help us. And no one's going to be able to do it because it's our own concoction, right? Right? So they're going to be like, we need help. And they'll be like, I'm a druid. I know how to save you. Let me see what I can do. And then I'm just going to pretend to be a healer, right? And then I'll be like, oh, let's try this out and see if it'll help you. And then they're going to take that concoction and they're going to be better. And then we start to profit off of it.
You
Yeah?
and I have some
Yeah?
All Evie could think about is like her and Babe just like clashing with the whole the goddess conflict.
Awesome.
But how cool
I
would
mean,
that
as
be?
long as there's money involved, love, I really don't give a flying fuck what's going to happen.
Okay, great. So that's like, we're practicing, but we've got to come up with something that's not too deadly, but that's not so easy that like, your normal healer can heal, because give me a break. So they need like other places to go to. And so they'd be like, oh, we heard this like far away, whatever, druids here. I don't know. I'm not a very business type person. We have to go talk to somebody else. But we can supply them with the medicine. And then they're all better. And they'd be like, holy fuck, I need that just in case I get sick.
I mean, would you be able to... I cannot do an accent tonight, guys. Fuck it all. Supply and demand, love. I mean, if the demand is higher than the supply, how...
You're talking with words that I don't care about. I just care about making people sick because it's fun to actually not like sick. That's not the fun part. The fun part is creating chaos in a town that I don't care about because I don't fucking want to be here right now.
I mean, the fun part for me is making money, love, so let's just get on with it.
Oh, see, it's combining both of our loves.
Yes.
Chaos with me and poisoning shit. And you making money. It's a beautiful, sexy orgy that we're about to have. And I'm so excited.
You really need to get some. She's
What?
Like, oh, you really need to get some. It's just like all of that.
Well, he ran off to the Fae and I'm by myself, so whatever. It's fine. I have means.
It's awesome.
By all
I
means.
mean, this is how you get your rocks off, love, when he's not here.
Yes, by poisoning people.
Oh.
Do you have anything in
then.
particular, Thaxel and Evie? Any type of illness, like any type of damage? What type of damage do you want this poison to inflict? Or any type of status effect that you want it to affect on people? Like paralyzing people, cold or necrotic damage.
Lightning. Libido damage.
I don't know
I'm
if
gonna
it's
create-
lightning damage and a poison. Maybe.
No. Libido damage.
Oh my gosh.
Is Steph here?
Like people can't stop thrusting. Like.
But like combine that with something too,
Like
right?
death
Like
by
libido
snooze.
and oh my god.
No, they get so angry that they need to go fuck something, and when they can't, they die of psychic damage.
Have you ever heard of such a crazy thing?
I don't know. I don't know.
No
Oh my
idea what
god,
you're
that's
talking
the
about.
dumbest sounding item I've ever heard. I'm sorry, Tasha.
I'm
Back
out.
to the drawing board.
Okay, sorry. I don't know. How many different ways can I poison somebody?
The ones that are probably within your realm of being able to do are things that can deal, some acid damage, some fire damage. I'm surprised that can get in poison, but apparently it can combust, right?
Sweet.
Some cold or necrotic damage. You can have a few things like paralyzing. Seems to be a big one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's some other things you can do to it based on the items you procure, but like double the effect or the length of time, or make it not take effect right away. There's different things you can add to the mix to try and make it
Like an incubation period.
I mean, as long
Sweet.
as they're not having the shits, yeah.
What about we do 2 of them? So when like the second batch that's delayed is like, we're experiencing different symptoms here, we're combusting, we'll be like, oh fuck, and then we had to concoct like a different one for them that we already had procured, but we're gonna like pretend, and then we could give it to them and make even more money to where they're just like coming to us and be like, please just cure us.
So you remember how said about a minute ago, love, everything I was talking about was you didn't give two shits about? Yeah, all that coming out of your mouth right now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the same for me. So let's just make some money, all right?
Okay, do you want them to combust, or do you want them to start like having necrotic damage starting at their fingertips, and it's just like going and going and going and going and going? So it's like a slow decay. I kind of like that.
Can you both make a perception check for me, if you would, as you're talking?
Me?
Yeah, sorry. Thaxel and Evie, please, if you would.
Bitch woke up, didn't she?
I forgot about her. 25.
Yeah, me too. I don't see shit. Got a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you're engrossed, in the conversation, Evie, and it's just a little different to see Thaxel so flush with passion about this. Thaxel, Evie's back is to this woman on the table. I imagine there's, some arrangement of a table, propped up table that she's been put on. But you see the woman staring like with a scared expression in her eyes, like at you, listening to what you're both talking about. In fact, she may be, peeing herself, which is where we'll take our bio break.
Oh, I was like, what? No.
Masterful segue. Masterful.
Too much detail, Dan. Like,
this is so no.
Okay, so with that,
yes.
Yeah. Oh, see, Deontay's gone.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck this.
Yeah. And we never saw Deontay again. He was done with me.
He's like, fuck this shit.
He called Mr. Anderson and said, I'm out.
Awesome. So for anyone that doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. So we'll keep our audio hot because we are, but I'll put up our BRB screen. We'll catch you all in about 10 minutes. Here we go. Zip, zip, zip. That's be the loudest zipper I've ever heard. Jeez. Hello, lovely chat. How art thou? Nice, Evie. Make that bank. Alright, since our friends are back, I'm gonna turn this off. Hello, Shattered Tabletop Games. Oh, so nice to see you. Thank you for the raid. Yay, we're wrapping up our break. So, excellent time to come back. Hi, Raven Vulcans and Reply Shinobi, Re-Shinobi, and Shattered Tabletop. Good to see you. Thank you for a raid again.
Oh,
You're so wonderful. Best Proet. Nice to see you here. I'm sure I butchered that. I'm so sorry. Ooh, Storm Fiel, Storm Gel, Fiel, Storm
Raven
Fiel.
Vulcans. That sounds
Like fjord.
amazing.
Oh, Tofu Chipmunk. I was like, to fuck Ipmunk? What? I don't know what my brain's doing tonight. Awesome.
Our screen's
to have you
live
here.
too.
Yeah. Because we just got a big raid. And
Oh.
so, yeah, our friend
Hey, guys.
Shattered Tabletop Games.
Hey,
gives us a
Shattered.
wonderful raid. Yeah, so I just put us.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Storm
good thing I didn't just like walk up talking about shit I shouldn't have.
Nice.
Eating a slice of pizza.
Right? I know.
Surprise!
Surprise.
Always be
Stormfell.
surprised.
Okay, thank you, Stormfell. Nice. Awesome. I love Shattered Tabletop Games.
Oh.
The content's amazing.
Yes.
If there's anyone in here
Absolutely.
before the raid and you haven't checked out Shattered Tabletop Games, right? We just gave them. Tasha, you are always so on top of it. Check out the link there. Go check them out. Follow them. They rock.
Wrong one.
I try to stay on top of things.
Oh, where am I typing?
Keep forgetting I'm putting lemons in my water now, so I'll be like, hey,
What you doing?
lemon will surprise me.
Ew,
Freak out for a
ew.
minute.
You know, Dan, you wouldn't need to put anything in your water if you drank LaCroix,
Oh,
which
tell
already
me more.
comes
Oh
flavored.
God, get out of here.
I need to post a screenshot. I guess I'll
Why?
save it for a little bit, but it's hilarious. And yes, we have
LaCroix,
so
please
many
sponsor
drinkers.
us.
We are pretty passionate about it.
I'm not, but I'll stick
It's
to
everywhere.
my water.
Wait,
Mm.
My normal
is
people's
it all the
water.
California people that drink the LaCroix
Oh, I wonder.
in Victoria?
Oh, thanks, Shattered.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So, Shattered.
I've never seen a Texan. That's not true. I haven't been to Austin. In a
We
while.
drank it a lot as a kid, and
That's
I
true.
always was embarrassed that my mom got it because the can is so. They haven't changed the cans.
Yeah, it
since-
looks like Tab
the
almost
90s.
level, like, yeah.
Yeah,
old school.
yeah.
So Shattered,
Yeah.
you've really joined a great episode because our players here have something brewing, right? Something big for this area they're in. I have no idea, zero idea, but it's like a full-on planning sessions, is my understanding of into whatever's happening tonight. So we're like halfway through. I have a vague idea, but no real
Keep your
concept
system
of
on for the
exactly-
ride, guys.
Yeah. So it's been a pretty interesting stream so far.
Yeah. No, Storm.
Someone wants to
We
say
just like to tease Tasha and other non-LaCroix drinkers.
Became a thing as so many people, Vic, of course, is an avid LaCroix drinker. But then I started seeing a bunch of other people with it. I think Emilio had, maybe it was Emilio. Yeah.
Amelia's a big LaCroix
Alec,
drinker. Alex,
I definitely saw, yeah. I'm like boop 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 boop. I'm like, what's going on? So my most recent joke is that we need to get LaCroix to sponsor us. So.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's it.
Mhm.
We don't even need them to like give us any money. They can just send us coupons for free LaCroix. Just
Nice.
I will hawk you for free LaCroix.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Oh man.
So we have a couple more minutes. Does anyone from Shattered Tabletop Games stream want to tell us? Someone was saying it was a really powerful session today. Anyone want to share what's cooking and Shattered Tabletop Games
Oh yeah.
on a Tuesday evening? Goodness.
Did everyone survive?
Yes, is everyone alive? Is anyone hurt?
Is anyone alive out there? Anyone here?
But first, you need to. It's been in my head all week.
Godzilla boss
Past 2
fight?
weeks. It's so
Are
awesome
you
to say.
serious, Shattered?
What? No.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh,
That is badass.
damn,
Sounds like a great
nice.
sesh.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Well, you can't believe everything that's on Google, right?
Yeah. We're going for
Oh, I
sponsorship
believe
there.
it.
We can't.
That everyone, I can imagine Shattered that everyone went nuts.
That's so cool, Shattered. Yeah, I love that aspect. It blows my mind.
Why would you do that, Bearpotamus? Why?
I need testing proof.
Because
I mean,
it's on the internet,
mhm.
so it has to be true.
Uh-huh.
Better than
Yeah.
just cockroaches, right?
That's
Yeah.
how it works.
They're trying
Yeah.
to get rid of
Dan.
the
I hate cockroaches.
made a dwarf grow 4 feet to normal human height for no reason. That's amazing.
I love
It
this
checks out.
idea.
Amazing.
Yeah.
He's the tallest dwarf.
Yeah.
At
Good
5'8",
Tallest.
he's the tallest.
Oh my god, that's still not even as tall as me. I love
Oh.
Aww, poor Dwarfy.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
All right, it looks like we're all back. So I'm going to just check in before we go back to Thaxel and Evie. I just because Maeve's been out and about. Just want to check in and see if you have anything now, Maeve, or if you want me to circle back after Evie and Thaxel finish with this unconscious and unconscious woman.
They can. Oh no, they can finish up with the unconscious woman, and then I will. Because I just Maeve's just going to get Red started on his project. So.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, so this poor half-elf woman, well, poor, I mean, she was trying to rob a faux Harlan anyway, right? A faux, real Harlan, faux rich doofus.
That's unforgivable as far as crimes go.
Nice.
It's fine.
She's just looking with fear in her eyes. She's not fastened as it. She's just been kind of plopped there. She's kind of sliding one foot off, like trying to get off the table to head out of the room. And she makes a break for it.
I immediately, so as I'm like doing that whole motion describing, I see this and I flip my dagger and I chunk it at her.
Oh, nice. All right, just make an attack because these are not like sturdy people. They're not adventurers. So
That almost was a nat 20. Just wanted to let you know it was almost a nat 20. This was, fuck, where's my dagger? 29, 23.
nice. Okay.
23.
So with that level of accuracy, I mean, it won't kill her because you'll be careful. I mean, it could.
Yeah.
But where would you like to get her to stop her or slow her down? She's got a hand running up. You could get her through the hand into the door jamb. You could get her, in the back. Like
Fuck
a ham
yes!
Okay. Oh, she gets pulled back.
I love.
And this is my dagger of venom. And it will have put poison through that wound because
Is that
haven't
poison
used it.
damage or the poison
Yeah.
effect?
damage.
Sure you want it to do...
No, fine, whatever.
It's fine if you do. I just want
No, I don't want to
the
kill
DM
her.
Double check, yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, no.
standard dagger. Oh,
Standard dagger damage.
I don't have any of my things out here. We'll just pretend this pen is a...
Darling, I wish you wouldn't have done that.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Are you...
I mean, how much
He's
longer
got
do you want
a
her to
dagger in my
stay
hand.
attached? Because I'm willing to have a stay there all night.
Ugh, that was fun though. I'm gonna walk over and put my hand on the hilt
Nice.
and twist it just a little bit. Okay, now are you gonna be a good little girl and go back and sit down? Or do I have to make this more painful for you?
Make an intimidation check if you would.
Yes. No.
Get a really good roll against it. But we'll see what your modifier is.
8.
What does she want to do? Oh my gosh. She just pulls at the dagger a couple more times and tries to like kind of slap at your hand and pull the dagger out, but she rolled too poorly.
Evie's gonna walk up to her and... How long is her hair?
It's a little
Or
bit
is it
past her
short?
shoulders, almost to her shoulder blades.
She's gonna walk up to her and grab her with the right hand by the hair and like pull her head back.
I'm just kidding. Sorry, I couldn't help it. I've got issues. I'm so sorry.
I
almost shot this water out of my nose with that moan.
You didn't play the
There's
TVMA,
not a dark
Dan.
channel for that, Dan. I mean, need I remind you?
I've missed y'all so much.
I will
But
say one thing. You might want to listen to her, love.
All right. Steph came in. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome,
good.
Seth.
What do you want? I'll tell you anything. Ooh.
Can I
Tell
just
us.
knock her out? Do you want information?
Why do I want information right
All
now?
right. And she hits her head against the door. Yeah.
Go. She drops down. Hand pulls like it was just below here, so just pulls out. Dagger still in the door jam.
That sucks.
Yeah, a little bit of
They
blood
take
in
out-
case you wanna.
Take out the dagger.
Okay.
Should we collect this? Do we need this blood for anything?
Man, you ate eyeballs. but-
Harlan's not
so-
there, but he would definitely be saying yes if he was.
Well, I mean, I was
Little
already.
Harlan
I
voice
started
in the
making
back.
this.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, now what happens?
That's not how you get blood. That's all.
Blood flow.
I mean, Evie was basically saying yes because she's like, you eat eyeballs, so like, she just like, give a shit if you just go right on ahead, do your thing, girl.
I don't like. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that on stream anymore.
You did it, not me. Evie's just gonna start laughing at you,
I'm
and she'll
just
turn
trying-
around, and she'll pick up the body and like put it back on.
You should probably wrap her in or tie her up or something.
There's a fair amount of blood from the wound
Thank
in
you.
case you want to. You might wanna wrap
yes.
it up. You notice that, I guess is what I'm saying anyway.
Yes,
Here,
guys,
just-
be safe. Wrap it up.
Nice. All right, let me
Could you-
just.
could you lift
get this-
PSA.
That's awesome. Good times.
Okay, Evie, I need you to hold her hand like this just for a minute. And she's gonna take one of the vials that she just got from Maeve and slide it under that. Can you squeeze her hand just a little bit? This is slow. Okay,
Squeeze.
My blood comes out.
thanks. Okay, and stop.
All right. Okay. Donk.
And then Thaxel will cast just a first level healing word to seal that up because she doesn't want to get the room too messy.
Nice.
I've got to mute myself. I got too many bad jokes.
I know.
Oh, that's what we're supposed to do.
Oh, what?
Oops.
What?
Mute ourselves.
So yeah, she'll.
I mean, I thought you liked making messes, love.
I mean, normally yes, but she's ruining the vibe here. Okay. And she'll take her dagger She'll wipe it on the
Like
gal's
this.
clothes.
Gonna
Now,
wipe that.
So, up and down or side to side.
Yeah.
twice, and put it right back in her sheath. And okay, should we tie her up? I have rope.
Monkey. I'll try her up.
All right.
Take
Cool.
out rope.
Nice, Evie. Cracks knuckles.
I've
I've got this.
got some knot tying experience, so she's gonna
Right.
use it.
Awesome.
Great.
Okay, you get it tied up and fastened to the bed as well, so she can't go anywhere should she awake again. All right, you've got poisons in mind, all your beakers and everything you need in here, your alchemy table to make this work. Have you landed on a particular effect?
I
think
was
you said
talking about necrotic
Okay.
until the rude ass bitch interrupted us. Are we still good on that, Evie?
Nice.
Aye.
Okay, and a slow acting
Oh,
one
yeah.
creeps up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like an incubation period of like A day.
Hours.
or hours. We can make it hours or a day.
Hours, love.
Hours. So like it's in their water. They like, oh, I'm so thirsty. That was so tasty. Oh, we have to mass taste.
You'll have to do a little bit of shopping, but we'll just skip that part, right? Because there's plenty of herbalist stores around here and such. That you can get this stuff at.
Can I add
Whatever we need.
rose
and it's
water
not
too?
expensive,
Got a bunch
yeah.
of roses.
Some of this you've worked nice. Some of this you've worked with before. The emetic wax you've used before.
Why do you think I love roses so much?
That's awesome. And let's see. Where's our necrotic here? Oops, wrong way. That's why. And what's the other thing? Okay. If you, let's see, you're using proper set of alchemist tools here. Do you have in your modifier already set somewhere, like in Fantasy Grounds? Does it at least show the modifier for alchemy? This would be dexterity. First, you do with advantage because you're working together. Either one of you, I think you're both proficient in alchemy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you choose which one he wants to do it.
Yes, I've got to look this up. I have a poisoner's kit
Oh, okay.
that I acquired a long ass time ago, and I don't remember what. Here we go. Add your proficiency bonus. It just adds my proficiency bonus to any ability checks you make to craft or use poisons, and my proficiency bonus is 5.
Okay. So you'll
What's yours,
add
Evie?
that full proficiency
My
bonus.
dex is 6.
Ooh.
A 6.
So I'll let you choose who wants to roll, but whoever does will have advantage. You'll do a roll using either intelligence or wisdom, your choice first, to see about which amounts to combine and everything else. And then you'll do a second roll after that. That's a dexterity base, manually crafting this poison. You'll be using the Arctic Creeper herb, as well as the emetic wax. Both common, but deadly. All right, who wants to do the rolling then?
Can we split it?
Yeah, you can choose like. Oh, I see. Rather than advantage, you want to each do your own roll. That's fine.
No. Like I'll do the wisdom-based one,
yeah,
and she
yeah.
does the dex-based one. Okay.
Absolutely.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm great with wisdom, but
Oh, yeah. Evie sucks ass at
And
wisdom.
don't forget, you have advantage.
advantage. Okay. So it's
You'll
that
use
plus
your-
my
your-
wisdom.
Proficiency from being level 14, and your skill modifier, your wisdom modifier on top of
Okay.
that, plus the roll.
Level
Okay.
15.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. 25.
Okay. All right. Comes almost a second nature. You've been tinkering these poisons for quite a while. This is a new mixture, but they're both common and easy to work with. They're not very brittle. They don't burn up. They don't, they mix well. And you're able to fashion clearly the concept, the base for this poison. You know that this will create necrotic damage that creeps slowly. The execution, however, you're leaving up to Evie, as you have everything built and put in place and worked down to its root elements that you need, and then you step aside and let Evie take over. Evie, so you'll be rolling a d20. You'll add, again, proficiency for your level, plus your dexterity modifier as well. And don't forget to roll with advantage, because Thax will be there.
Did I roll that right in fantasy?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Probably.
Because my proficiency for my level is +5.
Oh, okay. Proficiency. So I added that. Let me just check, because I think it might even be higher than that. But it doesn't want to open anything over here. Ha ha ha, joke's on me. Right, because that's alchemy's dex. It did add your proficiency then. Okay. Whatever, that doesn't want to open up for me. So yes, so you, having helped build this out with conceptually with Thaxel, you execute it now very carefully, steady hands, as you mix just the right temperatures, just the right drip rate to get this is a single vial out of your 36 or however many you have there you bought, and full of this poison. There would be 3 uses in this vial. I'm sorry, these are single vials because there's 36, so it's 1 use per vial.
Can we reuse the vial after we dispose of it?
It's just an empty vial after. So.
Great, great. Now, since I am proficient with an herbalism kit, can I work to create the antitoxin?
Yeah, sure. That would be another wisdom-based alchemy check.
Okay. Is that just straight or with advantage?
With advantage if Evie's giving you a hand, yeah.
Should you be giving me a hand, Evie, or no?
You really want to ask me that?
Well, I like to check in.
Because I mean, yes.
Rolling with
the
the
aprons.
Yes.
Working super hard in here. Yeah.
Because Evie would give you a dead ass honest answer.
Oh! I wasn't paying attention.
Nice.
30.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
You feel
That's a
like
good hand.
you've conceived the proper recipe, as it were, to have an antitoxin. Do you want to attempt to create it? You would use this vial of poison to break it down and reverse it.
I am going to assume we have written all of our notes so we can create the poison again.
It'll be easier to create it moving forward, yep.
Then yes. I would like to reverse it because we need to have the antitoxin if we're going to make this work.
All right. So do you want, this is just a dexterity piece, so you look toward Evie again to do that if you wish.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey.
Do your thing, boo.
Damn!
Damn.
So that's a 32 for viewers that don't know. So 30 for the concept, 32 for the execution. Clearly, the dream team. Yeah. You're like, oh, yeah, it's broken down. Yeah, whatever.
Totally.
We got this.
Nice. Well, you're helping too. So, each person helps the other one. So Evie, you very masterfully.
I might be a pirate, love, but at least I'm smart.
You are smart as fuck.
Nice. So you have a vial now, full vial, using some other ingredients and breaking down the poison you had. A full vial of the toxin. If you want to create, have you'll have to make another vial of the actual toxin if you want. However, you don't have to do the wisdom check anymore. You just have to do the dex check because you have the formula now.
Oh. Then, yes. I'll ask Evie if she would like to do the dex check, or if she wants me to do the dex check.
Not even now while I'm doing all of this.
Of course, I picture Vaxel like gesturing with her hands and knocking a beaker over or something. Do you want to do the dex? Oh. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
33.
Damn. Okay, so you have another. You have another vial of poison. You have one vial of poison, one vial of anti-poison.
Oh my god. We need a name for this. What should we call it?
Yeah.
Slow decay. Combine our names.
How?
I was trying to come up with a thing and nothing sounds right. Phoebe. Vaxel sounds really weird.
Sounds like vagina.
It does, and I kind of like it. We'll work on the name later. Phoebe's. Ooh. Anyways, we'll come up with the name later. Should we wake the bitch up, or should we have people come in and watch?
I like a good show.
You too.
I'm
Servant.
grabbing a nail though, because thirsty after all of that.
Yes. Servant.
Okay, when the servant comes over.
Hi. Yes, I need the rest of our group, please. Thanks. Tell them it's a show.
They'll go off and
And bring back ale.
and tell everyone else. You'll see a servant come up. Show in the other room. They all whisper.
2 minutes.
How long has it been since Marcon and Harlan returned?
I'm gonna give them probably a minimum of an hour to do the work and processing all that. So at least an hour, but more if they want it to be more than an hour.
Okay. Yeah. No. As long as it's at least an hour,
Okay.
Harlan would have finished up by then. Having summoned the demon in the wonderful study, and he would join them in the. What are we calling this room? The alchemy lab.
I think you were, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've been told there's important business being attended to here.
That's Harlan talking to Evie and Thaxel, I think.
Oh shit! Sorry, I'm like,
Wait,
there's
what?
a name.
Sorry.
I thought you were talking about Marcon. I'm too busy
Do you want
coming
me
up
to
with a
jump in, Maeve? May I jump in now to check on you before I proceed with the show?
If it's been an hour, she probably would have talked with them. But I mean, if we want to retcon it and do it afterwards, so we don't ruin the flow, that's fine.
I think, because everyone else has to show up. If you're all right with it, Harlan, I'll jump in with Maeve just to see what she's been up to during this hour. Okay, Maeve. All right. So for that hour, Maeve, what have you been up to?
So she's just gonna have a conversation with Red and kind of walk him around the new mansion so he can see what they had created with the setup.
Wow.
So, while you were out doing what you were doing, which we very much appreciate, and we absolutely will be using, to help us, we kind of changed our plans a little bit. So, we thought about it, and we can see that you're in a real tough spot. That's why you tried to steal from the wrong people. And we feel we're in the perfect position to help you and others like you.
Oh.
If you're up for it.
Wait, well, yeah, whatever I can do.
Perfect. So here's what's going to need to happen. We are obviously the behind the scenes portion of this little scheme. I would say that, you know, outside of the circle, we need to keep our identities hidden. I'm sure you can understand that, right?
Of course, yeah.
But your role is going to be to bring others in that you feel you can trust, that we can help nurture and train and prepare to get what is rightfully yours. But then they're going to have to do the same thing, right? So it'll be you, and then you'll get some more friends and some more friends, and it'll just sort of build this like structure of people. I'm not sure.
Triangle.
Like a triangle. Well, you know, yeah, a pyramid, if you will. Yes. And what we'd like to do, don't break me. So what we'd like to do is you bring your friends here. We will house them and feed them while they're here. We're going to train them. Well, actually, I think Harlan will probably assess them. Those with the brightest minds, we will have them help us execute the plans. Those who might be good at alchemy, we'll send over to work with Baxel and Evie. And those who are ready to learn to fight, we'll go over with Marcon and Malik. And we'll train you up. We already have a plan in place, but really, we're going to help you create a manifesto, some demands that if the government doesn't comply, that we're going to make them see why they should.
Well, I like, yeah, this sounds like a good plan.
All right.
Yeah, I can do that. Sure thing.
All right.
Absolutely, Ariel.
Tell me, how many people do you think you'll get at first? We can work through a lot of people through my mansion, but what are our first initial numbers, are we thinking?
Well, I don't know what kind of numbers you're looking for, but I think that I can get, if you're looking for really susceptible people that are just going to dive in, I would say I can get 6 that I know would be ready for this to sign up right away.
Okay.
From 6 different circles within, on the streets and the Thieves Guild.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, oh my gosh. From there, they all know their own groups of people. But I could get 6 in by tonight.
That is the spirit I like to see. So, why don't you talk to those 6 and see who they can bring? And if they bring people that are going to be good fighters, they have potential, but maybe they need a little bit convincing, don't you worry. That's what I'm here for.
All
and
right.
Like I said, I can feed up to 100 people in the mansion at once, and it's a 9-course meal. So, bring your friends.
Absolutely. I can probably get at least a dozen then.
Yeah, absolutely. And no harm, no foul. If once we have our chat, they're not interested, then we'll help them not remember the evening and go along their way.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, I'll gather people and bring them back here. And absolutely, Maverick, we'll make it happen.
All right,
we'll make it
perfect.
happen.
Wonderful. Just, you're the one who picked the spot. Keep it as discreet as possible, of course.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
I can plant the seed, and others it just take maybe a couple more days, and I can get some more people in too.
Yes, of course. I mean, we'd like to move as quickly as possible, but we also don't want to hurry this along and botch it up,
Right.
I want to try and get as many of you trained as quickly as possible.
All right. I'll get it underway. Are there any other instructions?
If you have anyone that you really think would be great, but they need a little convincing, let them know that I'm willing to give gifts for those most loyal.
Kind of subconsciously, rather, kind of rub the tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Will do. I understand.
Fantastic. All right. Let me know if you need anything. Otherwise, we'll be in here preparing for our guests.
All right. He kind of backs out to leave the mansion. gives you a gesture goodbye and heads out to go do so.
She'd probably wander off to go watch Harlan finish his, his ritual. And so she would have followed him in to the alchemy lab when they're done.
Okay. Marcon. And oh my gosh, I almost have it.
Malik.
Malik. Oh.
I literally just said it.
I know. It's just poof. It on the fly drops out of my head. I've known it. Yeah, I don't know. I give up. Are you also approaching, just so I don't mess up any of your timing, like as the unseen servants are like? Psst.
Oh yeah, they would have went to the alchemy lab to go see the presentation. I kind of just imagine Evie and Thaxel like putting together like a PowerPoint presentation, like they're presenting a new Apple product,
Nice.
but it's like this new poison they created.
Little speaker like this in one of.
Yeah.
So here's what.
Yeah. It does not come with the antitoxin. Yeah.
Wait, are they wearing turtlenecks? Because if they're not wearing turtlenecks, I'm gonna leave.
They're both wearing black turtlenecks. Yeah.
With their aprons, yeah.
That's amazing.
Poison
Steph-
disruptive.
Yeah.
Is the poison?
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
Poison Tapple. This is your new fan art, Steph, for my vote.
Please.
We have a new
Yes.
product.
So
But yeah, they would be heading there.
Okay, neat. You all enter roughly around, within a couple of minutes of one another. There's a bunch of acrid smells in here from all the alchemy that's taken place and the bitterness of the herbs for the poison. And you see this half-elf woman is now bleeding from the hand a little bit. I mean, it's been bandaged up, and she's, tied down to the bench. What I imagine is just a flat bench, sort of tipped at the back at an angle. You sort of tied down to that.
When Marcon sees the lady, he's gonna look at Thaxel and Evie. He's like, "Do you want to know what she did to end up here?"
And do I really care?
I mean,
Yes.
it's a funny story.
Sure.
So we had Harlan pose as a drunk rich guy, and she had the audacity to try and rob him. Can you believe that?
Poorly.
Evie starts cackling.
And
I'm like,
then
look at him.
and then me and Malik, the heroes of justice that we are, saved the day.
Right.
Gross.
So this is penance for what she has done. You earned this. And then Marcon will sit down in a chair and wait for the show to start.
They're like we're in a movie, like a conference room.
Is this live right now?
You'll all find an envelope under your seats. Please.
I can't believe it's like I
This is
can't
being
believe you
streamed.
tried to harm an old man who wasn't an old man.
Touch my pearls.
For
shame.
Shame. Need a bell.
Shame.
Ching, ching,
Well,
ching, ching.
Speaking of shame, then, and I take the vial of blood that I collected.
Oh yes, Harlan's here. Sorry,
Harlan, do you need that?
Of course, that would be wonderful. I'll tuck this away for later. Unfortunately, I'm quite tapped out tonight, but it's the thought that counts.
I mean, she tried to run away. I stabbed her. I don't like to lick my daggers, and I thought you're doing something with blood, so
I certainly am.
yeah. It's like my thing with eyeballs. You have a thing for blood, and that's cool.
It's
Do you
nothing
mix it in milk?
It's literally nothing like that.
Yeah, but do you mix it in milk? Because that's a thing.
That sounds quite disgusting. To drink, is that the idea?
I don't know. There's this weird chick on this island that we visited, and she was cool though. She's eaten eyeballs, but she also drinks like a blood milk concoction mixture that sounds kind of oddly delicious. And I know that's what you did too. But try it, and if you make a big batch, I'll partake with you too. Cool.
Evie's just like, what the shit?
I'm going to let you handle that one, I think. That sounds more in area of your expertise.
No, I've never. No, she had whatever. I'm done with this. Okay, we are gathered here today to witness excellence.
Hi.
Okay?
Here.
Love.
Please sit back and enjoy the show. And I will druidcraft little stars, little like glitter fireflies like dancing around.
Ooh.
All right, we have this chick. Wait, is she up? Evie, wake her up, please. It's like hit her.
Just like start shaking the shit out of her.
Ah.
Wake up!
Oh, fuck. What?
Don't worry, I healed your hand a little.
It hurts like hell.
I do have an important question though. What is thy name?
Who are all these people?
It doesn't matter. What is your name?
It's fuck off.
That's kinda cool.
Marcon will wave at her and say, "Remember me? Hey,
Yeah, he saved your ass.
I know you."
Nice. She's like, I saw you for a second before I was kicked in the head. Yeah. What is this? What kind of sick show is this?
It's nothing.
Why are there
It's
fucking fireflies?
It's a finale, love. We're gonna make it a big deal.
yes. We've worked really hard. And you're the star of our show.
Oh, yay.
Yes, but we really
Just
need a
get it
name.
done. Whatever. Just
Who said? Oh, darling.
She's not scared. That's so funny.
I know. I'm going to go up to her and kneel or lean down closer to her ear, grab one of the ropes and like tug it a little bit. Be like, "What's your name? What's your name?"
it's Ms. Fuck off.
That doesn't help me. Fucking tell me what your name is, bitch.
She's gonna crack her head into your mouth and nose.
So, do you need help, love?
I just want her name. Can you get it out of her?
Absolutely. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. Which of my... She starts to mentally thumb through which of her ridiculous suggestion
Mind
spells.
palace.
Yeah, my mind palace.
You gonna let her get it? You gonna let her get away with that, Axel? She got you. She got you
Mhm,
good.
It does. It hurts
Axel will
her.
bite her.
Oh,
shit.
Nice.
With
Like half her face, because you've got like the lizard folk jaw.
I do. And I was about to say, with her hungry
What's the
jaws.
mouth, love? What's the mouth?
Oh, it's gonna be like on the back of her neck right here,
Oh,
where
okay.
I'm not hitting the jugular. Don't worry.
Maeve will go up, get real close.
And
Oh, are you
I
ready?
gain 4 temporary hit points from that
Nice.
bite.
Oh, nice. So Maeve will go up really close and... Love, what's your name? And as she says that, she'll cast Dominate Person on her.
I'm just gonna have. It's some roll, right? I'm gonna
It's
have
a wisdom saving throw, yeah.
Do that at disadvantage given the situation.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I
Okay.
would not know what her modifiers are, but they'd be low. They'd be like a +2 or 3 at highest. She rolled a 9 and a 10, so
Yeah,
12 or 13. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
not even
cutting it,
close. Yeah, not even close.
Yeah. It's Maya.
Amaya? Oh, it's so pretty. You shouldn't hide that from people, Amaya. And she'll give her a little kiss on the forehead. There you go,
Maya?
Saxon. Will you
Like-
spell it for my friend, please?
Mine
Yes.
is fine.
Amaya.
Awesome. Thank you, darling.
Oh, have you released? Or are you talking like with your mouth full? Are you talking with food in your mouth, Axel?
Just blood dripping. It's fine.
Nice.
It's normal. Totally.
Tastes like rich bitch. Okay. This.
It's so great.
She's all
I'm
tipped
gonna
back on the
hold-
table.
I hold up our vial.
Mm.
This. We'll work on names later. This is what we're going to put into the water supply. Open wide, Amaya, and she'll force it down her
She
throat.
closes her mouth.
I will use the spell to take full control mentally.
Oh,
And
nice.
she now sits up and opens her mouth and looks completely docile.
Oh, good girl. Good girl. I'm going to pat her head and then pour the poison in and shove her jaw up.
She will swallow.
Oh, beautiful.
This is so weird.
I'm getting chills.
I will control her. She will swallow. Oh my gosh. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh
Well,
my
I'm enjoying
god.
this.
Oh my god.
This is everything Vaxel wanted.
I'll teach you that spell later.
Oh, thank you.
Uh,
How does it taste? Do we need to add more, like...
She'll answer.
It's like vomit.
Vomit. Okay, we probably need to add some, like, rose flavor or something to it, Evie.
Right, love.
Because that shouldn't change anything. It's just adding,
Oh,
like, flavored syrup.
Harlan and I could probably fix that before it goes in, right, Harlan?
Oh, of course. A simple prestidigitation or two.
Yeah.
Should be
Wouldn't you want to
quite
make
nice.
it taste like nothing if we're putting it in the water supply? I'm just saying.
Oh,
Shut the fuck up, Marcon.
you're
I mean-
ruining my presentation.
It just doesn't make sense.
No,
you know what?
questions after the show, love. Shh.
You know what, Evie, you're right. Questions after the show.
Shut your whore mouth.
I see that I'm rubbing up on you, love.
She's still
It's
sort
not
of
every-
remaining in her complacent, docile mindset here, but breathing a little heavy, and there's some burn that she can't help but like wince from a little bit, some of the pain. Now I'm assuming that this is sort of a slow burn, poison. So if you had it designed that way, I'll let you play this out, but you won't see any effects right away, but you will see them down the line if you wait long enough. Probably 3 to 6 hours after consuming the, which I, again, assuming that that's how you set it up, so people wouldn't associate it with the water consumption.
Right.
And that's what you'll
Right.
find. But
Like,
for now,
maybe 2 to 4 hours,
okay.
right? Or 3 to 6, Evie. Shit, what did we do? 3 hours. That's what we did. Okay, so that's like the biggest part of the show so far. We should all concentrate on other things.
I got a question for the presentation.
Yes.
Is the
sir.
floor open for questions yet?
I look at Evie.
In 3 hours, love.
That was the question I was gonna ask. Thank you.
That's awesome.
You got it.
Evie does. Evie does.
Why did you bring us here if this takes 3 hours to take effect?
Oh, well,
We have to wait 3 hours now.
Well,
we can
but-
chat.
Yeah, let me
Dax, is
tell
this
you.
your first presentation?
Ooh, powder.
Powder.
My
Oh,
Oh.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, maybe I should I tell you what I got when we were shopping before I give you some powder?
Mhm.
Okay, great. Fantastic. So here are the 3 tiny itty bitty little pistols I got you. Dan, how many shots do those little pistols have?
3.
3. They're little 3-shot.
Wait, are these for our orphan army?
Yeah, this is for our orphan army.
Oh, they're so cute.
So cute.
oh,
Yeah.
Don't like them. Get them away from me.
Oh, they're gonna be like little terrors.
Quite a
Babies.
yeah. So you
Yeah.
were so excited.
I don't
asked
like them.
for either those or Red Ryder BB guns, but we didn't get the Red Ryder BB guns.
Nice.
Oh, I will show them the puppy crate, so that they know what
Oh,
Gus
yeah.
is going to be in.
Augustus is probably in here with you all sitting beside you, Mavriel.
All right. So now he's going to be in a crate that floats next to me, so we don't have to babysit him anymore.
Thank God.
I know, right? You already have that stuff.
Actually, you're terrible.
And then I'll show you like the bells and the. I'll give you guys the alchemist supplies. I got them so you had some extra. But like the ball bearings, the spyglasses, the rope, all that shit. So this is so we can like little care packages for our cells, right? And then I'll hand the abacus to Harlan. I don't know. It just looked like fun. Here you go. And,
Oh, this takes me back to the days of business school. I'll just kind of start playing around with it a little nostalgically.
Why did you get him a child's toy?
That's not a child's toy. It's for
Oh,
mathematics.
this is no child's toy. This is a tool of commerce. It's been so long since I used one of these.
What is
I
it?
think I can find a place for this in the study.
And I got this. This was an impulse buy, and I'll show them my infused whip. I don't know why I went. I just wanted it.
Ooh.
Can I try it real quick?
Not on me, but sure.
No, heavens no.
All right.
And I whip Maya.
Oh, nice.
Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. Can you just do an attack just to make sure it doesn't end up to critical.
Non-lethal.
Yeah.
Just enough to annoy the shit out of
She
her.
took a whip to the knee.
Oh, so it's just for discipline. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Fun.
fun.
What's my modifier for a whip?
Oh, you meant
As long as it's not
Anamaya.
a critical 20.
I was reading my list. I only half heard that. I'm sorry.
Nice. Mind you, this is an enhanced whip.
Oh.
So it's a +1.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So what is? I rolled a 16.
Yeah, as long as you didn't roll a natural 20, you're fine.
No.
Okay, you whip and it just kind of gashes open this whole strip of clothing and skin. Such a gash, which starts to bleed and seep into her clothing, down the collarbone, across the breast, and down into the stomach. A good 2.5 feet.
Oh
Is
shit!
the floor is the
Can
floor
I have
just
one?
is the floor still open for questions?
No.
Okay.
Hold on. And I go up. I just
Can I have one?
examine the wound and stuff.
You're gonna
Don't
lick
you
it
want
onto
to see the effects of the poison on her, Thaxel? You can't kill her. Don't kill her.
I'm not going to. Oh fuck!
There's a fair amount
Don't
of blood
kill her.
coming out. You have to patch it.
I cast Healing Word on her,
Okay.
and I hand the whip back to Maeve.
You see it seal up. You can still, the clothes are ripped open, and there's a bit of a scar tissue from the healing and stuff, but no longer bleeding. Clothes are still soaked in some blood.
So much fun.
And finally, Red is out recruiting. He's going to get 6 people, and each of them are going to get 6 people. And we should have a full house relatively soon, over the next few days, to start training. So I feel like, unless all of you have a different plan, Harlan, you can pick the ones that should be in charge.
Maybe that's good.
Look at their
Maybe that's
minds,
a-
and I feel like you're a good
My
judge.
best to see the potential for leadership within them.
Yeah.
It is a rare trait in their sort, I think, but no, nothing we can't.
Maeve, that's a good scheme. A pyramid, almost like a pyramid,
Yes, pyramids
Will.
have a strong base, and I felt like, and then less competition at the top for us to control,
Much smaller.
When she said he's gonna get 6 people, then they're gonna get 6 people. But it's a pyramid scheme.
I'm the assistant regional director of sales.
Assistant to the regional director.
Yeah.
And these different districts.
Oh man, and
If you
someone's
look at
gonna get a
the
pink
scheme, it's a
Cadillac out of
pyramid.
it.
So sweet.
So, but yeah, I'm sure we'll find some people to help you, Thaxel and Evie, and of course everyone will get trained, and we'll have to start getting weapons. But that's what I was up to this afternoon.
I will also. Did we get an alchemy jug? Yes, or was that included? in the...
Yes, and I will have one of the servants unveil a pallet of alchemy jugs.
Nice,
there
nice.
are 10 of them.
Yeah,
Fuck!
the cloth just pulls off on its own.
We can make so much mayonnaise with this.
No, we are not making mayonnaise. with
Or
it.
maple syrup.
Or maple
Jesus.
syrup.
Do y'all want to drink? I am here to help create. Oh, I don't have to use create or destroy water, do I?
No, that's the point of buying a pallet of alchemy jugs. Let me tell you, I got some weird looks because it was at the same store as the penny whistles. Oh yeah, I got 14 penny whistles. I don't know. I thought we could teach them a little melody to send messages across the city.
Oh, I thought you were wanting to
Ooh, that's
teach
not
them how
bad.
to train them like dogs.
Oh no. These are simple instruments. They don't. It's not going to take a lot.
Especially if we get real homeless-looking ones, they could be doing like street performances.
Exactly.
But they're
But they're
communicating.
Give us more
sending
money.
messages. Yes,
Ooh,
exactly.
I like that. Oh, I like that a lot.
Ooh.
Like money.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
speaking of, everyone will owe me 1,710 gold pieces.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a good investment.
You're the one who wanted all the alchemy
I'm
jobs.
kidding. God.
That's what I thought.
How much? I made of money. How much?
1,710. I handled the rounded up portion of it, so that way we didn't have to have silver pieces and blah, 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 blah.
Remove. Oh, that took a big chunk out of my wallet. It's fine. It's fine.
Ah, sucks to be you, love.
Make a disgusting gurgle.
Ooh.
Oh, wonderful. I'm going to go check on our friend.
Right.
Is her fingertips black yet?
Not yet.
Is it?
But
is
seems
it-
to be
It's just the gurgle?
just a gurgle. It's like it's moving through. Stomachs might be trying to reject some of this.
I put my ear on her stomach.
You hear a lot of gurgles going on in there.
That sounds
A lot of
disgusting.
rumbles.
Great.
Yeah. It's,
Great. We're right on task, guys.
if at any point you want to fast forward time 3 hours, let me know. We can certainly do that. In fact, I suggest we do that. Let's see. Okay. Whoop! 3 hours later. It's
just
been a complete disaster with this poor
Sitting here
woman.
drinking and having appetizers as she begins
But she
decomposing.
dies
She
slowly.
throws up a bit, poos herself because she's tied to a table. It
Oh,
gets
do you
kinda
guys
gross.
want to bring the party into the alchemy room? I'd be down for that. We get a couple of drinks. We watch her die. Yeah, I'd
It's
be
not
down
gonna
for
like
that.
totally die. Hopefully.
Well, we'll see what the effects are, I guess. But this is great. Look at the gurgle. That's crazy. Look at her eye twitching.
There's some hilarious sounding farts that come along with crapping herself. So there's plenty
Well-
of entertainment.
I'll
Is
give
she-
Evie the powder. I forgot about that. So Evie gets her powder.
Oh, okay.
Ives balloon again. No, I'm just kidding.
3 hours have passed, and even though she's been throwing up and getting things coming out both ends, the poison has clearly taken effect. You can see it starts with the nail beds turning a dark color just under the nails, and then it starts to creep up in patches on the hands, just a splotchiness around the hands and fingers. That then becomes, as the splotchiness spreads ahead, the areas behind the fingers now and then the palm and back of the hand become just covered in this necrotic tissue. After you're getting closer, it's a bit slow. So that's what you see between like the 3 and 5 hour mark. It starts with the nail beds just before 3 hours, and by 4 or 5, it's splotchiness up the hand and the ends of the fingers. Up to the second knuckle are just all black.
Wait, she looks like a cow.
Her lips are like a bluish color. There's a blue hue to her lips, and she's starting to get some bags. I mean, she's also severely dehydrated and stuff too. So she has bags under her eyes, some dark spots around her eyes, bloodshot eyes. Those are the things you see.
I am taking the most notes that you have ever seen Vaxel take before in her life. Like timetable, the effects for like at 3 hours and 15 minutes, the finger looks dead. Like it's so beautiful.
You've watched her kind
she's
of.
gonna listen to her lungs.
Nice. They get a little bit raspy. It's not affecting the lungs just yet, but you can hear a lot still going on. She, I don't know the duration of dominate person. I'm sure it's probably up after a little bit, right?
Yeah. No, it
So
wouldn't have
you've
lasted that long.
Okay. So you've watched her go through different phases of trying to fight, and at this point she's given up. She knows she's not getting anywhere. She's crapped herself in front of everyone. She sees this happening to her fingers. You taking notes, and you're all just eating food and stuff. So she knows she's not going to get through to anyone to let her out. So she's at this point just very despondent and has given up.
Oh, my poor darling. Oh no. Okay. All right, everyone. Here's the finale.
Maybe in the next life you'll be a better person. Marco's gonna keep drinking. He's gonna keep drinking his wine.
That's amazing.
Evie is so gonna like
Best
clink drinks with
line
you for
of the
that.
night.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
All
That
this
was-
for robbing a supposed old man. Damn.
You know, karma, man. Karma's a bitch.
Oh.
Okay. Introducing. What are we calling this, Evie? Evie's.
Well, love. Sorry.
What are we calling our tonic elixir? Which one is it?
Evie's tonic.
Evie's tonic. Okay. The.
Yes.
I am not saying that.
Thought shot.
No, we're not doing. No, it's Phoebe's tonic.
Thought
Okay.
shot? Okay.
Watch. I want to see how well this works. And she's gonna come over like, okay, honey, I'm about to heal you. Can you open up? Let me see.
Well, I have to pry your mouth open, love.
Do you want to live? And she's going to take her hand and force her jaw
She
open.
lets it happen. She's not really there. Yeah.
Oh, great. And chug, 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 swallow, swallow. How are you feeling?
She just doesn't want to answer. She still looks just as shitty. So
That's great. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how long this takes to go into effect.
so if you want to advance time again,
Yes, I do.
This is a little faster than the poison setting in. You can start seeing within probably the first 45 minutes, an hour, some respiratory improvement, some blood flow improvement. You make a medicine check if you would, because some of this isn't just, not all of it's reverse, like you're back to 100%.
Medicine. Oh, 22.
Nice, okay. So you can see that the circulation is coming back. The fingers up to this point are fairly dead. You imagine that you can probably save them, but it's going to be painfully. The dead flesh is going to have to be, rendered from the hands here and cleaned up, and some magic's going to have to be used to heal that back up to restore the fingers. What else was there? I mean, she's also severely dehydrated. So if you're also like giving her some, making her have some water and stuff like that, to try to rehydrate from everything, then you can get more accurate results.
Drink.
But, if you force it, she'll drink it. But otherwise, she won't.
Asking.
But you do see some of that life starting to return. It does seem to be working perfectly. It's about an hour and a half to 2 hours before she seems to be back in a stable state.
Hour to 2.
Mm-hmm. About an hour and a half to 2 hours to be stable. She's going to require some healing for a number of things, but she's stable, so she can get that and recover.
I do have lesser restoration, which does help with poison victims. I'm just not going to use it on her. So, And Amaya, how do you feel overall? Do you feel like percentage-wise? Are you like at a 70?
You see her, like, while she's not really giving you any sort of answer or gesture, you could just see in her eyes that she's like, I'm sitting in my own shit. I'm on my deathbed. Like, how do you think I'm doing?
Right. Okay. Well, Evie, I think it worked. What do you think?
It's just like the powder is. Yep. Yep. Holds up her cup. Cheers.
Wonderful. And then the rest of it, they can it'll be an extra fee to do lesser restoration, which I can also do because it doesn't require gems and stuff. That'll be an extra added fee if they want to, be 100% again. Yeah.
Marco.
What's up, baby?
Now you may ask your questions, love.
Oh no, my questions have already been answered.
Yeah.
So it
Chugs
seems
the
it
rest
seems
of
as
her
though
drink.
yeah, so it seems as though that your tonic, makes it so. All right. So what do you want to do with this one? So kill it old fashioned way, or you want to poison her again?
I want to play with her.
Oh, okay. Or what
have-
you could do is just keep her as a continual lab rat.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't have to keep getting fresh new ones if you keep curing it. Cure and poison her with another one. We save time.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we have more bodies for our cause.
Oh my god.
Amaya, you have been upgraded to lab rat.
Is this what happiness feels like? It's been a while. I mean, I always have it with Tassos, but Tassos isn't here right now. So I feel sad when he's not around. And so now I'm like achieving happiness again.
Okay.
This is how I'm going to torture my victims in the future. Oh my god.
Well, we'll feed this one though, because it is.
I'm
elaborate.
glad we could help. Genuinely, I know
Yeah.
this has been a trying time for everybody. It's important to have outlets.
You should probably find a way to debilitate her though, so she can't run.
That's what the ropes are for.
Yeah, or maybe cut her Achilles tendons. She doesn't need to walk.
Hmm.
That's all I'm saying. Whatever you guys want to do, these are
I'll
just
make sure you're a
suggestions.
lab rat, love.
Can you give me more of those suggestions, Marcon?
Yeah, I would cut her Achilles tendons so she can't run. She'd just fall out of her
Okay.
chair.
Okay.
Probably do something with her arms too.
Okay.
I mean,
Like
I'm
voice
sure there's a.
box.
Yeah, I'm sure. Exactly. We don't want her to. Well, I mean, nobody can hear her in here, just us. But she could get annoying. We don't want that.
Indeed.
Right.
We've
Okay.
already dealt with enough sleep while we've heard screaming.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, put down that it's my idea, love, not Marcon's.
Oh, she can have it. I got plenty of them.
For which one? What?
Voice box.
Yeah.
Oh, to cut it out? Yeah. Okay. Evie says cut out voice box thing. Okay.
Because you really just want to use her for the effects of your poisons. So if they cure and we keep her alive, that's a test subject right there.
Yeah, but I kind of need her to also
I
talk
say
to.
you're right. She needs to be able to give you feedback, right?
True.
I
Well,
bet
I mean,
knowing that the voice box being removed is an option would probably keep her from being too annoying.
Oh. An intimidation tactic. It works even better.
Yes. Okay. These are all really good, solid points. And just as I don't know if anyone can see this, but like Daxel's notebook has like a whole revenge chapter, and the most recent has been a random name that's been scribbled out, possible things to do to brother, and then she just put shit
Wow.
down. That's why she's been taking notes meticulously, and also to make sure she doesn't screw up the next batch of poisons and antidotes. Okay, this is great.
And Daxel, all you have to do is let us know if you break this one, and we'll get you a new one.
Indeed, there's quite an ample supply.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, great.
But too many can't go missing at once, is what I'm saying. So.
Well, I'm gonna take the torture things into consideration, and I think if Evie doesn't mind, we're gonna mix some more poisons and more antidotes to go with those poisons, and then we're gonna. I don't know. There's so much that's happening.
Oh, speaking of a lot of things happening, Harlan, how did the? I know I saw the end of it. I hope you didn't mind me watching, but
No, of course.
everything went swimmingly. I take it.
So out of character really quick, Dan, the demon I summoned would get a chance to make a charisma saving throw, which it would do at a +0. If it failed, it would still be contained within the magic circle for another 8 hours, so Harlan probably would have just left it there.
Okay, you got a 14.
That does not succeed. So it would have been enslaved, and Harlan would have instructed it to stay there in the meantime until he was ready to introduce it as well. But yes, it went adequately. Our newfound companion is taking a bit of a breather. I understand it's quite jarring being bound to a material plane for beings not quite used to it. I just feel more comfortable with hired help on hand in case there's any odd tasks, such as, for example, acquiring lab rats that I don't wish to bother myself with, truly.
Very smart. Very smart. Oh, I feel so good about this. What a fantastic idea. And what a good way to spend a little forced vacation in a city.
Indeed. There's no better vacation than work. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to ask, would all of you mind if I brought in those who I saved from Basarel? They are very reliable, particularly Racine and your seer friend, Axel.
Yes, I would like to talk to her. I have questions.
I trust both of them with my life, and we could help set them up here so that way when we eventually leave, they could be our liaisons,
Perfect.
if everyone is amenable.
I like that idea.
Of course.
All right. And I hate to bring it up and be a bummer, but are we actually thinking about saving the world after we're done with our more important plans of taking over a city through the use of child labor?
What's in it for us besides saving the world that we live on? Because I understand that bit, but we got to get a little extra.
I
Indeed.
just want to kill somebody. Or somebody's.
I think Harlan pointed out that we could, I guess, try and, maybe it wasn't Harlan, I'm not sure, drive more power from the position, right? Force the leaders of the world to bend to our will.
Indeed. I believe we would have quite a bit of leverage, even if we were only to acquire but a single artifact. Unfortunately, it seems these are a matched set, and they will all be necessary in order to take over the world. Well, save the world. Excuse my.
You're
Perfect.
Mhm. Trying to save hands here. All right. Well, we had 3 to 8 months, right? So we could invest a full month here if we really wanted to, before we really have to do what we need to, right?
Indeed. I see no reason why not.
We could get
That's
a
a lot of
lot done in a month. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a shit ton of money.
We got
We
we
can
got
open
the
a practice.
Miracle Tonic. Ooh.
We
Very
can
true.
move in as the new healers. As we talk about the spread of this nasty shadow rock like coming around, and maybe like there's an illness that came before that, and that's this thing that's going into the water that's poisoning everybody. And so we're like, we actually have the medicine to cure you. And then we set up a shop. And then we're rich.
I love it. I love it.
Brilliant.
We were too late to save our own people, but we can save yours.
Oh,
Yes.
I love that. I love that narrative.
I love it so much.
We
Yeah.
will need to come up with a manifesto for these kids, but that's for another day, right?
Oh yeah.
Agreed.
But it looks like we're on our way to cornering a lot of markets in this town.
Yes.
Don't worry, Evie. I know we're going to get you the things that we need to outfit your ship.
Oh,
I'm
are you
very
gonna get one
excited.
of those sweet airships?
We're just going to convert hers to an airship, aren't we?
Ooh.
So it's both air and water.
Oh my
That's
god, it's like one of those duck boats in Boston.
Oh.
The duck boats. Oh,
I
miss
just see
those.
Evie piloted a duck boat. It can do both.
Pedaling through, yeah. Whee!
Yeah.
Need this to
And
happen.
don't forget, Afa Ravenlast said that she has requisitioned said crystals for you.
Oh, good. Okay,
Oh,
good.
nice.
Uh-huh.
Just so you don't double spend.
I remember that.
Mhm.
So should we, I mean, I don't know if this is like a big thing or not, but like there was, no, do I really want to keep that name? Never mind. I bring up nothing. But we need to call ourselves something if we're about to take over an entire town.
Oh. Right.
What I had in mind, I don't want to use anymore.
Now, is this name for us? Or is it...
Well, if we're going to set up shop and whatever, like, they need to know who to come to save them, right?
Mm.
All I'm
Right?
saying is we shouldn't mix too many things together because that's gonna look suspicious.
also
Yeah, that's
true.
gonna look suspicious to people who are not in the know. So we can't be connected to you guys. You guys can't be connected to us. But we're all together. We know that. But the public
Oh,
can't
I
know
like
that.
this. I like this.
I mean,
I'll just go by my alias. Well, no, fuck, I can't because they know my name. Right? Is that how that works? They made me not tell them my name.
right.
Fuck.
You can do it with your regular name. You'll be fine.
I don't have a following here, but I did have a bit of a name that is known in other quadrants of the world. It's,
Cause I feel like up here we
So.
would be nobodies,
Mhm.
technically
Mhm.
speaking.
Well, I did make it into one published book, but they just called me the Liberator in there, so.
Mine, isn't that a little too on the nose?
Well,
She's got a point.
it's a double entendre. I didn't name myself the Liberator.
That's true. You can't give yourself your own nickname.
Nope, it was given to me. But I go by other things, Mistress of Lovers, other, monikers. But
Stress.
I think it was sort of a joke that became serious because, yes, I liberate people, but it also happens to be the name of a very particular pillow that some people like to use.
You tell.
A smoke device.
I have one too.
I'll draw you out the plan so we can make one.
Great. The rebels. I like that. No, that wouldn't work either. She's just trying to think of come up of names.
Well, we'll marinate on it, right? Workshop it.
Dilberin's workshop.
I guess we can't really use her name to name the poison because Amaya. What if Amaya
Sure.
knew somebody, or what if
Maybe
somebody
you
knew
should name it
Amaya?
after the Shadow Rot.
Oh, indeed. Especially if we wish to
The Shadow
enter
Rot.
some sort of
It
connection.
comes full circle.
Maeve, you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I think
So smart. So smart.
Hey Amaya, how you feeling? I don't care.
Oh
I'll just play with you.
no. You have to keep her alive. And
Oh,
I'll
yeah, she has
snap
to
at one
live.
of the servants, and they can bring her over a cupcake.
Nice.
Yeah. Be sure to eat. When I need you sort of healthy for my experiments.
Oh, and bacon. We'll bring you some bacon.
Oh yeah, it's this thing.
See, it's not all bad.
It's almost a spark of life in the sound of bacon.
Always that damn bacon. Shadow rot, poison. Evie, we created a poison. and we've got a lot of work to do to fill up the rest of these vials.
You all get a mental message from Afa Ravenglass.
Oh fuck.
I've discovered the final component. It's named the prayer. However, I'm not having any fortune in finding any information about it here. So I'm going to do some traveling, if you're all fine here on the island for a bit. I'm going to take the tower through the region and see what I can find on some of the other islands. I'll be gone no longer than 3 or 4 weeks. Are you amenable?
Of course. We'll hold down the fort while you find the things to save the world. I believe that's it.
Very well. Best of luck. If you need me at all, send me a message and I can return post haste.
Or we can just meet up in a dream.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, but see ya.
That's what I'm here for.
nice. And you sense it can disconnect, sever. And I think that's where we'll end tonight's session. We've got plans in place. We've got Aoife heading off to pursue some information on this information you may have, which is extra funny. But she's off to find her information for her. Plenty of stuff set up for all of you. I can't wait to see how this continues to unfold next week and over the next in-game month or so, whatever amount of time y'all spend here. Definitely very exciting and compelling for me today to see all this come together. It was fun to play Malik and have pretend I knew what was going on when I have zero clue. Yeah.
Sorry, Dan.
No, it's fun. It's a blast. It's a blast. Thank you all players. You rock. It's been extra fun. And thank you viewers for hanging out and chilling with us the whole night through. Gosh, I haven't done this in a hot minute, so I'm a little behind. Vic, would you mind terribly taking a peek for someone we can raid? But
Already on it.
You are amazing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'll pop up our schedule here. As you can see, we have a ton of content all across the week. A boatload of D&D in this 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern time slot across the week, as you can see. Tuesday afternoons, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, you can catch Dungeon Craft with Steph and Vic, where they work on minis and other, oh my gosh, tile work and other things for their campaigns. They have a camera set up on an actual little 3D map and everything. It's really cool. And you can catch that again in that time frame every Friday noon to 3. You can catch Steph running Mad Art with Steph, where if you're not already a member of our Discord, I would highly recommend hopping in because it's awesome and we're all super fun. But also because you can put in, thank you, Tasha. You can put in requests for fan art, which I'm going to put in that Evie and Thaxel moment in their turtlenecks. With the aprons on, ready to give this everyone else sitting down in their seats watching. Oh my gosh, it's so great. And then Steph puts all the requests into a vote, and y'all get to vote on it to see what piece of fan art Steph's going to work on each week. We have a Saturday evening campaign, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern, Tower of Dreams. It's on hiatus now, but it'll probably be back in another 2 or 3 weeks, wherever we're at with that. And then Sunday afternoon for the perfect Sunday afternoon chill, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. Vic runs Madbird Plays board games. She has a bunch of different folks from our community and other tabletop communities together. It changes every week, the games and the players. Mostly played in a tabletop simulator and sometimes in Jackbox as well. Lots of fun. The games are always great. The people are wonderful, and the energy is just perfect for Sunday afternoon chill. It's amazing. All right, and with that, you've been watching Here's Lament, that runs every Tuesday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. It's our all evil D&D campaign, in case you couldn't tell. Players, you're phenomenal. Thank you so much. A virtual round of applause. Chat, if you would, for amazing players. And thank you, chat, for chilling with us the whole night. Always a blast. You're all funny and great. And with that, we're going to get set up to go ahead and roll TPK roleplay. Some of our friends over there, they have a lot of amazingness going on.
Yay!
Great.
Sounds fun.
All right. So I hope you all have a wonderful night. And we'll catch you all soon. Take care, everyone.
Yes.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Bye.